Guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Teej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Teej Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin looks and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
How about that? How about I add myself to the stream? That might be better, right? What's going on, good people? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Trigger Mike Show. It is the Mondayest of Mondays. I don't know how y'all feeling, but I kind of feel like that today, but it's all good. I'm glad to be here with y'all. This is my favorite part of the day is to be here with you on the Trigger Mike Show. So welcome to the best show on YouTube, in my opinion, of course. It's my show. But shout out to the greatest network on YouTube, the Lapeef Network. Make sure if you're just coming in, hit that like button, subscribe if you have not, and join the network, join the Green Gang. Plenty of perks for the channel members. So please make sure to do that. Also, hit that like. Please hit that like for the YouTube algorithm so this hot fire can get out to everybody who wants to share with us today. Shout out to all my viewers nationwide and international, all my people in Europe, Africa, Australia, New Zealand. We got people in the Middle East watching now. Shout out to everybody, man. This YouTube space is something spectacular. We get to share with people all over the world. And of course, I can't forget my people stateside. Shout out to all my people that are stateside. Um, Shout out to y'all, for real, for real. Remember, like the video. All right, like the video. I'd also like to give a special shout out to our sponsor, which is Tej Hanley. 30% off along with a free gift. The link is down in the description. Get that uncomplicated skincare for men. Might have you looking popping. Hey, look, I'm back on that water regimen. All right, back on that water regimen. So you need to be too. Good skincare, good hydration. It's gonna have y'all looking handsome out here. All right. So I suggest you get like me. All right, and grab that Tees pack from our sponsor. Once again, the link is in the description. Go ahead and check that out if you have not. If you would like to support the Trigger Mike Show, you may do so by form of super chat. That is one of our favorite forms of support. You can also send a super thanks in the chat or in the comments after the broadcast is over. Those are always dope as well. And please engage in the chat. This is the best chat on YouTube. All right. Very intellectual people. It's a lot of toxic chat members all over YouTube. Some of them peruse in this area as well. But our claim to fame here on the Trigger Mike Show and the Lapeef Network is we have good, methodical, thinking chat members. All right. So I don't want you to just show your toxicity. I want you to show your intellect. All right. Just like this show is designed, okay? My titles are made to provoke your insecurities, but our dialogue is meant to provoke your intellect. All right. So don't be afraid to be intellectual in this chat. All right. Support the show, man. Support the show. I know some of y'all are watching every day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for always coming through and showing your support. Thank you for that. One thing I'm going to ask everybody to do now that I ask on most shows, all right, and it's a Monday. Some people are feeling the Monday, so I need y'all to do it for me right now. Right below the video, you're going to see a share button. Go ahead and hit that share button for me and share this out to one media outlet, social media outlet. I always share to my Facebook because, that's what we were using back in the day. So most of the people that I actually know, not just people that I don't know, most people that I actually know are on Facebook. So I'm just going to share the post right now, live. Y'all can do the same. Share it right now. I'm just going to put live now. Today's topic is when women lie, feminism dies. What do y'all think about that? When women lie, feminism dies. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Talk to me. What are y'all thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on this? Because I have some thoughts. Go ahead and share this out to one media outlet. I need to see those numbers jump up right now. We have 74 people in the chat right now. How many likes we got? I need those to go up. I need 50 likes right now before I continue. Please get those likes up. Let's get those likes all the way up to 50 for the YouTube algorithm. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 47, we almost there. Can I get a 48? Can I get a 40? 51? There we go. All my good people in here, thank y'all for sharing it out. We jump in, get those numbers up. Go ahead and hit that share button. Share this out to one media outlet, Facebook. Send it to a few people on Instagram. Get these numbers way up, especially if you're coming up on the panel today, so your people can see you talk some shit. All right. But it's a Monday. It is a Monday. I'm going to tell you that. My wife is going to kill me. My wife is my alarm clock. I don't know about y'all. I don't really need one. That lady up at 4 something every day. Unless I'm going to go work out or I got something, I'm up at like 5 something. But she let me sleep to about 5:45 because my boy don't got to be to school till 6:45. That's when we drop him off. Then I drop my daughter off at 7:25. My dumb ass went back to sleep and woke up around 6:25. Boy, them kids was late today. I'm sorry. She probably already didn't got the email. I'm sorry. They were late today. It was a Monday. Woo. They were late today. Only by a few minutes. My son, we actually got there right at 7:15, 7:14. So I don't even know if he was actually late, but my daughter was definitely late because her school was 21 minutes on the other side of the city. And I was hauling, couldn't get there before 7:47. And she's supposed to be in the building before 7:40. All right, 93 people watching. Let's get those likes up to 75. If you are just joining us, welcome to the Trigger Mike Show on the Lapeef Network, the greatest show and the greatest network on YouTube. Please get those likes up right now, all the way to 70. We got 93 people watching. Please show your love and support for this great network and this great show before we get cooking on this topic, man. Show your love and support, man. Hit that like. That's all I ask. Hit the like button. I also ask you to share this out. Hit that share button and share this to one media outlet of your choice. Put it in your Facebook news feed so people can click on it. They can see the thumbnail when you share it. It'll do all the work for you. And you just hit posts. Check out Trigger Mike. I'm watching this right now. You should too. Help the show out. All right. I know y'all want to do good with your people. Let people get toxic in the chat with you. Let people know we got the best chat on YouTube. I love this chat, man. So let's see who we got in it today. Who we got in the chat today? Let me give my chat shout outs. My man, Chad Payne. Are you related to Mr. Payne? Are you related to Mr. Payne, Chad? But believe all women, right? No, I never have and I never will. What type of shit is that? PNG 15 says, yep, even though there are those who will take advantage. Indeed. Jill's Chocolate Boutique, my favorite. How you doing, Sugarfoot? Welcome. Hope you had a great weekend. LaWise Freeman, what's going on? So a funky witch finessed a bunch of funky witches out of thousands of dollars. Love it, man. Hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. My man Ashton, what's going on, Chief? Andre Cable, welcome. Joel Barrett, welcome. BZ always in the building showing love. Thank you for coming through. MS Best, what's going on with you? Joe Lee, how you doing? All right, who else we got chopping it up today with us? Wait a minute, what's going on? Thank you for coming through. Neo Bigfoot, what's up with you? Cool. I need people to stop making me feel so dang unpretty. I don't know what to say about that, Chief. Knew better, do better. No one liked the perfect attendance kid anyway. Oh, listen. When my wife decided that she wanted our kids to go to private school, I said, shitting me. I'm not one of those people who pretends private school is actually better than public school. I said there are plenty of free private schools. We should try the charter school. Their curriculum is the same as the private school. Most of them, if you just go and look it up, Singapore math, like all the things that you want your kids to learn, just find out who's teaching it. You don't always got to pay for it. So, sure enough, there's a classical education school that teaches Singapore math and all that stuff that we were looking for, and all you got to do is apply. And sure enough, the day we did our tour, I said, "Oh, our daughter getting in." I went and looked at the suggested quota, right? Because they're using our tax dollars to send. I said, "Oh, they don't got enough black kids here. Our kid getting in." She was like, "How do you know though? It's so competitive." I said, "Our kid getting in." I was counting in each class how many black kids there were, and they didn't even fill the quota. They didn't even fill the quota. I said, our daughter getting in, no doubt. There was like a class of 20, maybe 2 black kids, and it got to be like 20% or something like that. I was like, "Oh, she getting in." Damn near every black kid that applies is probably going to get in because there actually aren't even enough of them. That's one of the things that I really wish people knew more of, man, how to use your tax dollars appropriately. But I think a lot of people in general won't go for these charter schools because we got to drive them every day. There is no school bus. So if I'm driving my kid every day, yeah, she's going to be late maybe 2 days a semester. Give me 3. She's going to be late maybe 3 days a semester. I was up late last night doing work till like 2:30. That's why I decided to give myself a little extra 20 minutes, but I paid for that. Son got to school on time ish. But yeah, she was definitely 7 minutes late. I don't care about perfect attendance. I've never paid attention to it on a resume. In fact, if you putting that shit on a resume, I don't know what to say about you. I don't know what to say about you for real, for real. Brick girl had saline in her face. I heard. Damn. Dre Slay says when women lie, feminism lives. Well, I got a bit of a rebuttal for that today, man. I got a bit of a rebuttal for that. TM, you probbed that parent weaving in and out of traffic late at the car rider. Nah, bro, I'm either the first one there, and today I was the last. Because I got 2 kids, bro, and they're gonna go to the same school next year. The charter school doesn't have pre-K. So my daughter went to the public school pre-K last year and then moved to the charter school this year. And my son is at the pre-K public school now. He's gonna move to the charter school next year. So I got 2 kids that I got to drive to school on separate sides of the city. So now I'm usually the first one there on both. But today, nope. And it's crazy too. It's crazy. A little bit of time, 20 minutes extra sleep set me back that much. Crazy, man. So we gotta execute our day with laser precision, man. Laser precision. All right. Appreciate that, Jill. Remember to share this out so people can come be good with us in this broadcast. But insane one, what's going on? Demetrius Carter, what's going on, Chief? Rosa Style, welcome. Big Texan 713, talk to me, man. I don't know. I don't I don't think we looking that good, man. I hope D'Amico got something up his sleeve because you know how they like to do black coaches in Houston, boy. He might be a one and done with that showing we had yesterday. Woo! Walter, what's going on? Hey, Mike, you still telling black folks to support the biggest con artist and liar, Donald Trump? Go get me the clip where I ever asked anybody to support Donald Trump. You probably heard me say I'm a conservative. That's why you think I support Donald Trump. But go get me that clip where I said that, ever said that. What I usually ask people, if I'm using my memory banks correctly, what I usually ask people is when they're like, no Trump, never Trump. I'm saying, name me one policy you disagree with that Donald Trump had. That's me trying to let them know that they have no actual grievance. In fact, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this statement. Most people are politically stupid. They pay no attention to what's going on in politics until 2 to 3 months before the election, till it consumes every airwave, every media outlet. Everyone's worried about who the next president is going to be. Is usually when most people tune in. Okay? So I take a realistic and intellectual approach to combating people's idiocy when it comes to politics. If a black person tells me, no, Donald Trump, I hate Donald Trump, I'm just going to ask, okay, what do you hate about him? That's it. They won't be able to tell you. They'll say, oh, he said grab him by the. Okay, what does that have to do with his policy? Name me one policy that you didn't like. They can't do that shit. It's crazy. So I'm not telling people to vote for Donald Trump. If you've ever seen me do what I just did or provoke somebody the way with the words I just said, it's me trying to prove to them that they need to shut up on that conversation because they're politically dumb. Especially when people say something to the sort of Donald Trump didn't do anything for black people. Ooh, that's actually wrong. Maybe because of Donald Trump and some of the policies that, not him, but that were put through, I make 2.5 times what I made before, and on my way into a franchise business because of the law he put together, and able to get tax breaks because of it. So, and he put some of those things in zones that are predominantly black. So, I'm just trying to take an intellectual approach to people when they act like they're staunch liberals. Give me your gripe with Donald Trump. Don't just tell me he's racist. I won't be listening to that shit. I like more intellectual conversation, higher level conversation on world issues. All right. Did y'all team win yesterday? Talk to me, man. Did y'all team win? Did y'all team win yesterday? They have a QB, it looks like, in CJ though. Yeah, I mean he could give a better showing. What I think we need to do, especially in the NFL, stop expecting these breakout performances from everybody. I honestly don't think they should be putting them as QB1. Stop putting these people as QB1. Yes, sacrifice a seat. Like, stop putting these young ass QBs as QB1. That shit fails. Go look at the rate. It fails like 80% of the time. They're trying to catch the speed of the NFL. You got Geno. Did y'all see Geno Smith? Did y'all see Geno Smith? Geno Smith is like a 8-year veteran. Sees Aaron Donald running and says, oh my God. Oh my God. He's a vet. He's been in the league for years and is still trying to get used to the speed of the NFL. That dude seen Aaron Donald running at him. Oh my God. Dish the ball. So you think CJ Stroud is gonna, you think he's gonna be any different? Come on, man. Who y'all got tonight though? Bills or the Jets? Because Josh Allen. Now, if you want to talk about the other 20%, that'll be balling out super early. But you know what it is? It's their poise. That's all it is, man. Josh Allen has always had poise in the pocket, and he got a little black in him. He'll run the ball on your ass. So, he's a little bit of a he plays brain games. People don't expect white quarterbacks to take off like that. Josh Allen will take off on your ass. I got the Bills too, man. I got the Bills too. I don't know why they did that to your boy Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why they did that to him on Monday Night Football. He old, man. Looking at him, they act like he about to Tom Brady the whole thing. He not about to do that. He don't like this team for real. He just wanted to get out of Green Bay. He don't have near the weapons that the Bills have. He don't got nowhere close to it, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's get into today's topic. We talking about football. I don't want the ladies to leave, at least the ones that don't like football. I know a lot of you ladies like football. In fact, I like statistics. I think 50% of the NFL fan base is women. All right. So we got to stop pretending like women don't like football. But for those of you that don't, I'm just going to trigger you with another topic. So today's topic is when women lie, feminism dies. Just in case you need a little bit of context on that, We are talking about this lady, Rhoda Bash. I think that's her name. We are talking about that lady in the thumbnail. This lady right here. All right. This is the lady inside of the Brickgate scandal. This lady claimed to be hit in the face with a brick by a man, and all you black men just watched. He just hit me in the face with a brick, and all you black men just watched. I want you to be a man. I want you to be a man. Oh shit! Did I do it? Did I do it? Was that a good impression? You didn't look at this shit. Look at this shit. He just hit me in the face with a brick, and all you niggas just watched. All you niggas just watched. Listen. Listen, man. Disgraceful. This whole ordeal is disgraceful. And one of the reasons I'm thankful, not that she got hit in the face with a brick or didn't. Please don't take my words out of context. But one of the reasons I'm thankful for these situations and the light that's been shed on it is because I've been thinking for quite a while, how do we kill this feminist narrative? So let's get a straw poll together. Let's get a straw poll. Is she lying? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she's lying, and a 2 in the chat if you think she's telling the truth. Is this lady, Rhoda Bash, from Brickgate, put a 1 in the chat if she's lying, or a 2 in the chat if you think she's telling the truth. Damn, they think y'all going nuts. Oh no, not Juicy Smouye. Oh man, y'all done called her Juicy Smouye 2.0. Oh no. Oh no. Damn, everybody thinks she's lying. Now nobody believes she's telling the truth. If that is true, that she's lying, I watched the video again. It would kind of serve as that, like, the dudes look confused. Go back and look at the video. They were like I think 2 of them looked at each other and they were just looking at her like, you know, what? Crazy, man. Crazy. But look, there's been some evidence compiled on this, and we're going to break down a video that KCB sent me of I think a feminist lady trying to break down and share some evidence that she compiled from the past to make a case that this lady is lying. So I don't even want to make my own synopsis or whether she's lying or not. I'm going to leave that to you, the good people of the audience, okay, to see if this lady is lying. Let me get this super chat out of the way. My man, Mr. Payne, says $5. Many women lie all the time and feminism's still hanging in there. But this Carly Russell and this ratchet chick has hurt it a bit. I agree. That's what today's topic is about. We have long wondered what will kill this radical feminist agenda. And I have the answer. I know what it's going to be. I'll bet my house on it. I'll bet my house on it. And this answer is not fabricated out of thin air. It's actually historical. I used historical context to make this discernment. But let me get this video started for y'all so we can break down this feminist lady that, let me share my screen here. What the hell is calling me? Get out of my face. All right. So let's see. This lady, what she got to say.
Feminists are about to get really mad at me for this one. You guys remember this woman who was hit in the face with a brick? Even though it appears that she's having the same allergic reaction she was having in this video. I think this woman set this entire thing up as a hoax. In fact, actually, I know it was a hoax. Coincidentally, every few years she gets attacked in the face by a random stranger, fails to make a police report, but makes a GoFundMe and garners thousands of dollars. Here was her first one. And her second one in 2020, where she garnered $41,000. And here's the video she used to sucker people into that money.
You grew up and they mad because you trying to fucking beat somebody. They mad because you trying to beat somebody. I'm trying to be a doctor and they mad. Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me for no reason. They gonna beat me up. I'm 30 years old. They gonna beat me up.
Interesting. So not once, not twice, but 3 times you got beat up by strangers, strange black men, didn't make a police report, but made a GoFundMe. And then conveniently, when the $41,000 is probably run out, now you're back at it again, using black men as these monsters to your fucking scheme and using a very serious issue that's not taken seriously enough, which is violence against.
What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? This to me, all right, let me just give y'all quick little synopsis here, okay? This to me is laughable. This is crazy how this is going down. Let me tell you what I mean by that. This is crazy how this is going down. That chick that was talking looked like I don't know. I don't even want to make no assumption. Let me shut up. But now even gothic white women are taking a stance against the radical black feminists. Like, this shit is crazy to me how this shit got flipped upside down. I will never understand how black women let this happen on your watch. You let the people who basically they co-created feminism. They broke up your family with it. They sold you goods and services by advertising it to you. Separated you from your male counterpart. Then turn the whole script around on your head and start advocating for men against you. This shit is genius, man. At some point, you got to give these people their flowers, man. They making you look like you the last idiot on Feminist Island and the last plane is leaving. The shit is hilarious to me. Damn. Ain't no way in the world it shouldn't be a bunch of black women doing that shit right there. Now, here's why I felt so compelled to make this stream today. And now I got to share the video with myself because I want y'all to understand that there was one video I did pick up of a lady that I've previously shared in this space before. And I'm going to save the video here and then we're going to watch it. But I thought when we have situations like this and we figure out somebody is lying or at least embellishing, right? They're withholding the truth. They're omitting the full scope of what happened so they can get financial gain from it or at least get some kind of advantage from it, right? I thought that we were all using the same honor code. And what these situations have made me realize is that women have no shame. At some point, fellas, help me out here. When the first day this thing went down, there was nothing but YouTube talking points about men and our violence against women. Black men hate black women. Black men are deleting us. Black men hate us. Nothing but toxic rhetoric about black men doing something black men don't normally do. All I heard for 2-3 days straight. When the video first dropped and started going viral like that. All I heard for 3 days straight. Then all of a sudden, when it seemed like it could be a lie, I would expect, because this is what I would do. I would sit here on my show and be like, I think I jumped the gun on that one, y'all. That was wrong. I criticized that lady all wrong. I assessed this situation all wrong. That was my bad. It didn't even go down like that. That's my fault. She don't deserve that. That's what you would hear from a mature man. It's not about being right. It's about being accurate. It's about being noble, honest, mature. Tell the world when you're wrong. But instead of doing that, y'all just act like the shit never happened. Like you never said what the hell you said. This shit is crazy to me. I came across this video on YouTube. And the lady's just going around, and this is an example of somebody I believe had all the smoke for men and how we're deleting women and y'all hate us and these bandits, that's the word y'all love to use. I don't know why y'all call us bandits, but you love to have bandit ass babies. I don't get it. Y'all love to have babies by bandits. It might as well be shit. Babies by bandits might as well be its own goddamn scholarship fund. Fuck around with y'all. Y'all hate bandits. Never mind. Check this out.
Back to her, and I said, people are not, quote unquote, finding this alleged assailant because she didn't file a police report. She lied to the hospital about not being the victim of a crime so that they wouldn't mandatorily file a police report either. She won't cooperate with the police and is avoiding reputable news stations, right? You sit there and you don't need to know anything else if you choose. Full picture gives a fuller picture, right? The reason I have this comment here is because I went back to add a question mark to the statement about the hospital, because we reported last night that in Texas, it is state law that when a person is a victim of a crime, whether the person files a police report or not, the hospital is mandated to file a police report.
So now that the fucking FBI, y'all, they just gonna act like they never said a bad fucking word. Now they're the FBI and they need to do further investigation. Now it's about honesty. It was just about bandits deleting black women last week. Now you got your cop hat on and you've been deputized and you're going into the internal system, and now you know about hospital mandated reporting all of a sudden. God damn, this is crazy. Women have no shame. This is crazy to me. Y'all act like y'all never said what y'all said now that it's been proven that y'all wrong. Let me tell you why I created this title today. Some of you have had smoke already as to why you believe women lie and feminism lives. Throughout history, we all know that feminism has actually popped its ugly ass head up multiple times. Egyptian times, Greco-Roman times, etc. It's also been noted as the downfall of most of those major empires. Give women power of any kind, because they did not create it for themselves, they will abuse it. Seems about right. Seems actually pretty natural. A natural occurrence. But then you have to ask yourself, how do we go back to a patriarchal like society every single time? How do we go back to that? Men don't have to do anything. We don't got to fight a war against feminism. Women will always go too far and damage their own goddamn credibility. When women lie this way, the way they've done, when they jump behind causes prematurely, they will kill the feminist agenda. We don't got to do shit. We don't got to do anything. They rally. Oh my God, they rally behind this one, y'all. They wanted it real bad too. Look, somebody put a brick in the chat. Everybody, if you remember how many conversations about this savagery, put a brick emoji in the damn chat. That's all I saw last week. Brick in the face, getting hit in the face with bricks. She don't deserve a brick. Nobody deserves a brick. This lady pulled one over on all y'all ass. Nothing but brick emojis last week. Y'all have no shame. Y'all act like it never even fucking happened and you didn't say what the hell you said. We don't have to fight a war against feminism. You gave them an inch, they're going to take a mile and run themselves off a damn cliff. If you need a visual characterization of what's going to happen to feminism, we gave them an inch, they took a mile, and they ran themselves off a damn cliff with it. No honesty, no integrity, no honor. That type of lifestyle of living and aligning with ideologies that don't best serve society in general can never last. Damn, let's get to this super chat real quick. My man Gregory Scotland, $20. Salute, Trigger Mike. I wonder if any of the black women online are off going to give an official apology from the simps also. Yet we have gotten thus is dancing from Willie D, Umar, and Rel. Real time with Yanni. Ooh. Ooh. Gotta put that back up. Boy, they love making money off of black women's feelings. I'll just put it that. Everybody you name. Stop jumping the gun. Dr. Umar, you know what? It depends on the season. He tap dances a certain way depending on the season. He'll be back on men's side by November. When it's cuffing season, for some reason, he likes to go in on the ladies. I have no idea what his general scheme, what his approach, his curriculum to this shit is. But he'll start going in on women at some part during the year, trying to get men back on his side. And then for Hot Girl Summer, he's a simp again. I have no idea what this dude's game plan is, but he'll be back on the men's side shortly. I'm not going to accept him, are you? I've never switched sides. I'm not pro-man. I'm not even pro-woman. I am pro-family. Anything outside the binds of what creates and helps a capable, productive family and community unit run, I am against. Period. Men not behaving the way he need to behave, off with his head. Woman not behaving the way she need to behave, off with her head. Out here creating babies that you ain't got no way of taking, dishonoring your body, you're going to get this smoke live on air. I am pro-family, pro-community, pro-function, pro-productivity. That's whose side I'm on. Shut up, MS. Period. All right. Now that we got the toxic stuff out of the way. Oh, somebody said I'm bleeding. No, I'm not bleeding. I think you're looking at my surgery scar. That's it. It's ugly too. God damn, it's ugly. Look at it. Yeah, that's just my surgery scar. I hope I'm not bleeding somewhere. But yeah, I do got another video because we're going to break down. This was from Lapeef last week on Thursday. And I got to say, they got on my nerves last week, boy, I tell you. MLG, I'm muting your mic from now on. If you want to see MLG's mic muted when he be doing his shut up shit, I was blown. That shit blew the fuck out of me. I'm sorry. But if you want to see MLG's mic muted, put a one in the chat. We're going to take a straw poll. We muting MLG's mic for the rest of 2023. we are muting MLG's mic for the rest of 2023. We're going to take a poll right now. All right. So the next topic, do y'all remember? I don't think any of us can remember. I don't think any of us can remember when feminism was about equality. Do you remember? Because my wife is one of those people that doesn't watch TV very much. And she's more of a she's very scholarly. She loves talking about the most boring shit on earth. This lady literally, oh my God, I was just looking at my phone, literally just sent me, this is the topics she likes to discuss. SBA, Biden-Harris administration launches small business loan program improvements to expand access to capital. This is the shit my wife sends me all day. I don't get nudes. Oh my God, babe, we should use this for the franchise opportunity. This is what she sends me all day. This lady lives in a bubble, doesn't watch TV, is not up on current events. So when I talk about feminism and the state that it is in today, my wife gets mad. She thinks feminism is still about equality and women's rights. She lives in her own goddamn bubble. I can't even use that word anymore. That's not what feminism is about. She gets very upset. She thinks we are still in first wave. She thinks we are still in first wave feminism. That feminism is still about women going to school and going to work and getting equal pay. She thinks that's what that shit is about. Goodness gracious, that lady live under a rock. Somebody send a we're gonna start a get up from under your rock fund for my wife. God damn, get that lady from under that rock she live under. That is not what feminism is about anymore. I'm going to use that video we watched last Thursday on Lapeef to give y'all some context. I'm going to also drop the link in the chat for those of y'all that want to come up after the video. All right, stay tuned.
When feminism was about equality, about levelling the playing field, which was tremendously important and exciting when we achieved that. Feminism today is all about advantaging women at the expense of men, and it's become very much caught up in the demonisation of males. I don't want to have any part of that. I was writing recently about boys' education. We just started to notice how badly boys were doing vis-a-vis girls. We have really very much feminist ideology infiltrating all our education systems, systematic programs to continue to advantage girls, and no one taking any notice of the fact that boys are falling out in huge numbers. The girls are 2 years ahead of boys on average. This is the first time ever we've seen a generation of boys who are going to be less educated than their fathers. That's really chilling. And no one cares, John. No one notices any of this.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Ashton, what's going on? Payne, what's up? What's up?
Oh, trying to get it like you, Trigger.
Okay. I can see you take that bum ass shirt off, Ashton.
Is y'all all right, though, Trigger? I was watching the show last week. Y'all telling Payne to shut up, and he wasn't talking. He got upset. Trey in the chat calling people punks. Y'all all right?
We had a new introduction last week. It was rocky, but it smoothed out. You know, good discussion overall.
You doing all right, Payne? I see they was on your top.
Say what?
I said you doing all right. I see they was on your top last week.
Oh no, man! You know it goes around, comes around.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, man, shit, I didn't say anything. I said, God damn, what? I stopped talking. They were still telling me to shut up. You know, I said, God damn, I didn't say nothing.
Trigger, I missed all last week because I already knew what was gonna happen. And Taz jumped on my case. I told him, I said, I think it was it actually looked like an allergic reaction. And he was not going for it. And I thought he'd be the first one to see what I was talking about. I'd have been in 1,000 fights. Even when I won and my face didn't get touched, my knuckles was at least still bruised up. Her face went scratched up. She didn't have no scars. Like that was a plain allergic reaction, it looked like.
Yeah, that you know what that looks like too? That's what an abscessing tooth looks like.
Nah, that look like the whole. That look like 3 or 4
The
teeth.
whole side
Trigger.
of your face can get that too, from an abscessing tooth.
I gotta give myself credit because I was on Precious her show, and I said, you know, I think this whole thing is a hoax because if you get hit with a brick, right? Now swelling is one thing, but your face can't help but be cut.
Yep.
I mean, there's no way you're gonna get hit with a brick and there's no blood, there's nothing there. There's no way. I mean,
Bricks are not smooth. They're not smooth.
Yeah, man. So it would have been indentation, it would have been some kind of scratch. I said, hey, you know what, man? So she's just griffing people, boy. You know, so anyway.
Well, why you didn't say that last week, Pine? You had that man talking about his white wife. He live in a good white neighborhood.
Who's that?
What's his name? Trigger.
NBA.
The dude that look like your nephew.
NBA? No, man. You know what, man? NBA, man. He's going to do his thing, man. So I don't care if he has a white wife. I just thought the way he came in was wrong. You know, but who gives a shit if he has a white wife, man? I know. You know, so if he's happy, yeah, it's fine with me. And other than that, man, shit, man, I see you, Austin, man, going down, man. Hey, man, this guy he got a mean streak in him and shit, man.
Who?
I saw you, but like I saw you in this other show. I said, bro, I said, man, it's our boy over here, man. So you know what? Don't get on this wrong side, man.
Nah, I've been chilling, Payne. I've been reading the Bible.
So Trigger Mike, so you want to go around the horn? So what else you got on this one, Austin? You know, Ashton. You know,
I mean, me personally, like, I just kind of figured it was an allergic reaction. Like, I didn't see no scars. If she would have got hit in the face with a brick, like at least a tooth would have been missing, or she wouldn't be able to talk. That was my whole thing.
Yeah, she was very lucid for somebody in so much pain. I thought that the hospital thing, like you said, Trigger Mike, even though you had a different kind of take on it, yeah, that's sleuthing about the hospital having a report, whether you wanted to report something physical or not. But I did notice that she didn't have any kind of police report. Nobody's chasing the guy who allegedly assaulted her. That would be the first thing on the docket, right? Who is this guy? He had a car there. Nobody got a license plate. Nobody talked about what kind of car it was. And just like the other brothers that were around there, you know, and there's some people, this is a side thing, some people made a distinction that, you know, she's not American. And even in the neighborhood she's at, it's not American blacks, but she did blame this whole thing on regular American blacks, you know? And those people around there seem to know her personally, right? When they talk about it. Now, the only thing, Mike, how about the dude who said he saw her get hit by a brick? Was he?
I think that there was somebody that just wanted a couple likes. Pain.
Yeah, there you go. Because now we're kind of saying that there was no brick incident, so he came on and tried to get his likes too. So he's scamming.
But that's the thing, Pain. Like she leaving the door open. When you don't file a police report, you leave the door open for much more stuff to happen. Like it could have been 10 more people said they was there and got a couple likes. You get what I'm saying, Payne? Like she just leaving the door for more. Like all she had to do was file a police report, and a lot of women don't do that today. Like they feel like they can just take it on the chest and not file a police report and cry about it later. And I'm scared that he gonna come back and harm me, or I don't want to see him in court. That's what really irks me. Like this, and they sit up here and say these numbers are padded and statted. Like
I wonder what our GoFundMe is up to now. It was last time I checked, it was over 41 grand.
So let me ask y'all. So now people are leaning on the side that this lady lied. She straight up lied.
Yeah.
Why do you think women were so quick to jump on the bandwagon before understanding the full story?
Because it validates their narrative about black men. You know, and then we all get duped on these internet spaces because, you know, the real world is kind of different than the women who come up here and shout. They're like a loud minority, right? They're not a majority of women, even though almost every woman has this thing about us against them. But the women who come on these spaces, for the most part, are just a loud minority of women who have some angst against the black man, right? For whatever reason. And it's based on the choices they've made, right? If they had one or two or three or four bad experiences, then they extrapolate that against the whole subculture of black men. It's almost to a woman. That's how it happens.
Let me read this
Yeah.
real quick. This says African scammers scamming, nothing new. Is this like a joke? Is this a joke?
Well, they're not Nigerian, so don't worry about it.
Well, no, I don't even because we live like when I tell you the world is scam central. I have not met a person from an ethnic group that does not have a bunch of people scamming the shit out of like scam is it's an industry. It's like $1 billion something industry now. Okay,
yeah.
white men involved in it. Yeah, I was like white men involved in it in banking. Okay, white women involved in it in all commercial market. Like everybody running some kind of fucking hustle, man. Like African scammers, get the fuck out of
here. That's funny, man. Mike gets you get upset with me when they say that.
No,
African word, right?
it's super weird to me. Like we're trying to attach scamming to one person. Like go. Some of y'all taking out payday loans with 48% interest rate. Don't talk to me about no goddamn scam. Anyway, all right. So that last video that I showed, where the lady was talking about the boys in the education system, that kind of to me that bothers me because I have been calling this radical feminist agenda. If I had to rename it, I would call it the war on boys and men. Because that's exactly what they're doing. They have to push out in order to you've heard me say it before, in order to make women look strong and capable, they have to make boys look weak and inept. Right? So that has been their play from jump. What are y'all thoughts on that? Do you think that they downplay the effort and like actually marginalize boys to play up women in society?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely, man. You know, if you look at the TV shows that become more, female centric about who's in charge, who the heroine is. And if you listen to the words, they always have a point in there where they have to belittle the importance of men to prop up the women in the show. You know, and so it's just all over the place. And in real life, of course, with all the female teachers, you know, and they try to make boys behave like girls when they're in the classroom, especially when they're young. You know, they're a little bit more aggressive. Their attention spans are probably a little shorter. You got to deal with them a little bit. You got to be a little bit more tolerant of their aggression, right? And all that kind of stuff. They try to break it out of them, you know, and it just keeps perpetuating itself as they grow, you know. So it's a normal thing. I think everybody, the social engineers, know about it. There's something about society normalizes society that needs men to be weak in order for it to happen.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Ashton, what do you think? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead if you got another question.
No, you go ahead. Respond.
I mean, I agree with Payne for the most part. Like, ever since the first part of feminism, that from my understanding, like it was never about equaling the playing field. It was to basically try to say that you need to be one up on men, and that's always been they target. That always been their goal, is trying to say that you need to be trying to be better than men, or you need to be more powerful than men. Like that's always been the whole agenda to me, from my understanding.
Yep. Let me tell you what I'm gonna start doing, especially in these spaces, because I am a full-on feminist combatant. All right, I'll go to war with actual gear on. All right, let me tell you something that I've actually started noticing. I think black men especially have been made out to be like the boogeyman for women. They need somebody to blame. They need somebody to demonize. So they'll choose black men most often to do that to. But I was on This Might Be Risky's podcast last week. And interestingly enough, I was going back and forth with some lady. And she said, well, men are doing this and men are oppressive and men are oppressing us. And I just felt compelled in a moment to just ask her, can you give me an example of somebody who's oppressing you right now? That lady seized up, was like, well, you see what I'm saying? Like, name me your oppressor right now so we could call him out and condemn him where he stands.
What color was
Every man on YouTube that have ever cursed you out and have marginalized you, give me his name right now. We'll condemn him. We'll get him. We'll shoot him.
What color was she?
Brown, of the brown chocolate persuasion.
Yeah, she has no leg to stand up. She has no leg to stand up. Shut up. I'll say it.
You doing
Uncle
Jill?
Can I cuss? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Please
GL,
stop.
I see you in the back. Can you cam up real quick so I know you're a real person?
You got to stop it. You got to knock it off. Okay. The feminist movement.
I got you.
The feminist movement is about the white woman being upset because she didn't get her fair share of what her man stole from the Indians. That don't have shit to do with none of us. That don't have, with the exception of maybe killing you, cheating on you, leaving you, or having a family cross town. Tell me what resource a black man is kept from you. Tell me what opportunity a black man is kept from you. None, because we haven't had that power to give to you, which is something that you also like to throw in our faces. You don't get to have it both ways. We did not do that. We did. And another thing, my next show I'm gonna do is gonna be called "How Not to Get Hit in the Face with a Brick." Since it seems to be this epidemic that all these sisters we wasn't talking about jumped on the bandwagon again, because that's what it is. It's the biggest problem we have with our women is not the horrible ones. It's the good ones that circle the wagons around the horrible ones. And as soon as you start talking about black women, the ones you ain't talking about circle the wagons around the ones you are. Wasn't even fucking talking to you. We was talking about the broad that don't like you either. You know that bitch don't like you. Don't trust her with your man. You wouldn't let her watch your kids. You know she got bad credit. You wouldn't let her nowhere near your money, your kids, nothing important to you. But when a man brings her name up, you jump up to defend her. You are the problem. That's the biggest problem I think we have. And I'm just jumping in here real fast because I got to go right for that horrible bastard DL Hughley in a few minutes. So I jump in here and talk some shit and then get the fuck on because I love the show. And ain't nobody going to throw me out of here with $20. So
always appreciate you coming through.
Oh, bro, love your show, man. Love your get down. Absolutely.
All right. Who came in? EBD, what's going on, bro?
Well, hello there, guys.
Can you hear me okay? Nah, I'm here.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, nah, I'm sitting at my my work desk. That's why I'm not on camera or anything. You just gonna see my background and all that. But looking
like the seventh member of New Edition.
Yeah, but I wish I had that talent. But anyway, nah. So what I'll say to it, I'll just put my 2 cents on it. Yeah, I mean, from watching that video too about the woman that was explaining what feminism was when she got started and to what feminism is now. I mean, now it's more of a supremacy movement saying women are better than men and we should wake up, act like it, behave like it every day, only because we have a court system that says we can do so without being held accountable or being held to any set standard of decorum. Now they've taken this thing of equality and said, no, it's out of control. I can say and do whatever I want. You can't. And I can lie and have a system kind of acquiesce to my lie to where I have to be held accountable for something I didn't do or something I didn't say. But and that's all dependent on how a woman feels that day. So now we're living in this era where, how are you supposed to tell your sons how to act towards a girl or towards when he's a teenager? How are you supposed to tell him how to act towards a woman? How's he supposed to act towards an adult female when he gets older? Like, all of this changes the game, because if he can be processed and put in jail and have bad paper on him for saying something or doing something that other boys and men do, but because he ain't cute and he ain't Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise, or doesn't switch any of those big, like he's like an unattractive man is harassing you, but a cute guy, oh no, he's just flirting. So that this is where we're at now, to where if you're saying hello, it can be misconstrued as something. Well, what is it misconstrued as? I just said hello. Yeah, well, I wasn't talking to you, and I don't know you, and all this other crap. So now we're talking about feminism ruining society. Society meaning the relationship dynamic between men and women. How are we supposed to date? How am I supposed to get to know you? How am I supposed to get to eventually get married, have a family, have kids, and have a future with you when I walking up to you or saying something to you is construed as a crime?
EBD, you're not supposed to. Okay. To co-sign what you're saying, you know what the difference is between a compliment and sexual harassment? Idris Elba and Flavor Flav. That's
exactly.
What women have done is they have killed all their compliments. I did a thing about it. Chivalry was not assassinated like Malcolm X, like Martin Luther King. Chivalry was massacred like Malcolm X. It wasn't just one gun.
Right.
Oh, it's a bunch of the media, your mama, your manless friends, I'm independent, all of this shit. I gotta race you to a door to open it. Bruh, we are complaining about a problem that's gonna take care of itself. We are complaining. You ever see in the movies where you get to the end and the big bad monster gets set on fire and it's writhing around and crying and screaming before it dies? This is what you are watching in The Monster of the Unchecked Hyena-Spirited Black Woman. She's on fire right now. She's going to die. She is going to perish. She is going to go the way of the beeper. And the classy ones, y'all ain't got to worry. What you need to do is stop defending these horrible gutter snipes. That's the issue. The issue isn't these tramps gonna take care of themselves.
But Uncle Jeff, all women claim feminism in some sort of way now. Like, my thing is, back when we thought what we knew what feminism was, like they just wanted to be.
Give us some examples before you go in further.
Like they believe all women. They want to.
Time's up. Me
all
too,
women should be friends.
All movements.
But back when we thought we knew what feminism was, like, we thought they just wanted to be one up or equal. But I actually did some more research, and it's always been what it's doing now to destroy the basic household, the man in the family. Like, that's what it actually was destroyed. Supposed to do.
I gotta push back on.
So I think it's time for us to recalibrate and come at it a different way.
Yes.
Yeah, we can start. We can start by stop crying. That sounds like a bunch of crying.
I mean, Trey, but Trey, who really crying? My thing is, I was okay with feminism.
All these married men that got issues with feminism. You crying crybabies. You got your wife.
No, but wait a minute, hold on, Trey. This is my thing. Hold on, Trey. This is my thing.
Somebody on this panel crying today?
Nope.
Yeah, y'all sound like crybabies.
Okay,
so
wait, hold on, Brother Weems. I got him now.
Get him, Uncle Joe. Get him before I get him now.
I need you to tell me. I need you to back up.
No, you don't need me to tell you anything, because you're not going to hijack the show like you normally do.
I'm not trying to hijack the show, brother. I'm trying to get some clarity.
Nope, this is what you do. You like to hijack the show.
Let him talk.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the next person.
No, bro. You don't get to call me out and then let's move on. That's feminist.
Too late.
You call me out. Okay. Act like your auntie.
Our page, just sit back.
You said that y'all was up here crying. Y'all is me, bruh. So I need to know. I'm gonna make you qualify your words, which scares the fuck out of dudes. I'm gonna make you
been put them in the middle of Trigger
and tell me exactly what it was that I said I was crying about. Go.
You screaming.
Trigger, you been put them in the middle.
No, you don't need to put us in the middle. I'm not having this conversation.
Exactly. I don't blame you because you got called out. No man can call me out and ask me a question when a grown man, gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, black people, watch what you just saw. A grown man was asked a subject predicate question that he did not answer. You are untrustworthy. You are untrustworthy, brother.
Oh my God!
How you gonna call me a crybaby and not call out what I cried on unless you moving feminine? You moving feminine, and I'm sure that there's no pee around your toilet because you sit down when you pee. Fuck me out.
That's got weird real quick.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. You're right. I don't want to talk to you. I talk to men. That's
But how long, Trey?
Call me out and then fold.
But Trey, me personally, I'm not crying about feminism. Like, I was all for it. Like, I knew it was gonna fail eventually. But my thing is,
actually, I'm all for feminism.
But my thing is, it's way
equal. You equal to me, baby. You can do everything.
Yes,
but that's the thing. But that's the thing, though, Trey.
Right here. You equal to this dude right here, arguing in a circle. Won't call out when you answer. You are exactly right. Women are equal to you, and when the shit hits the fan, you better find a man to defend you.
You know what I find funny? There's only one person up here that it really hurt his feelings.
No, you can't hurt my feelings, bro. You can't hurt my feelings. You can't hurt my feelings. You scratch me. Would you scratch me?
Hey, it feels good to sit back, don't it?
Bruh,
to his core,
brother, you look bad. You called a man out, and when he answered, you folded. That's all that happened.
I didn't call a man out.
Yes, you did. You said y'all was crying.
I didn't call a man out. I called
you said y'all was crying.
And the hit dog
and you don't have a shred of evidence. You don't have anything other than sound bites.
You proving it.
Holler.
You proving it right now.
You proving it. But you don't have no facts. I'm done with you. Everybody see it.
Crybaby.
Everybody see it. Everybody see
it.
All
right. I see that Toxic Trey showed up today. So we're gonna get to the other members of the panel. GL, what's going on, my man? Welcome to the Trigger Mike Show.
What's good? That got weird real quick.
So, all right, Toxic Trey decided to. He said Scam said he was retiring, so there's a vacancy that needs to be filled for resident troll. And
not Scam, likely.
I'm a troll hunter. Bring him out.
Toxic Trey wants the role of the
show troll. All I can really say is this is the best example of like wanting your cake and eating it too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's just like it went from you want equality to okay, now I want more. Okay, now men are useless. Okay, now I'm the man, and you can't tell me shit. But you want me to still save you at your worst. I have to accept you at your best and your worst. But if I'm at my worst, then I'm sassy or whatever is going on through your mind. So you can go through all kinds of stuff, but a man can't. I have to stay the same as a man, but as a woman, you can consistently change, and it's okay. You know what I mean? And I've met, trust me, I grew up in San Diego. I met a lot of women who are from that gangbang and shit, and I've seen majority of them get dudes into trouble because they'll start it, but they'll get so-and-so from the set to finish it, and then still blame the dude. So it's like you can't pick and choose when you want to be a woman or hold yourself at a certain standard, but then fuck up and then want a man to come pick up your shit. Life doesn't work like that.
All right, appreciate that.
Point taken.
My man, Ruthless Truth, welcome.
What's up to the panel?
Ruthless.
Ruthless,
what's up?
Fly ass background.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, you got
I don't know if the lion's supposed to be eating them paws like that.
That's his lion. That's his lion. Y'all supposed to be scared of it.
Yeah, these women. Hey, I come to the conclusion that who cares about the feminist movement right now, really? In a way, and I'm saying that in a way where we men are we got plenty of information now. We know what it is. We got to adapt to our way of life, and we got to fight for what we want, right? Because we're the ones are the leaders out here. We're the ones who are holding this shit together like glue. And them trying to compete with us, we know there's no competition. So there's no need to argue with them, going back and forth with them. It is a game that they want to play. That's fine. But we're ready. We're in our positions because this is what we do. This is what we always done. So this is nothing new for us. And in the end, we will win. I don't feel like this feminine movement's gonna
ain't gonna win shit with crybabies like Uncle Jeff.
It don't work. Well, we're gonna be all right though. We're gonna be all right. It's no big thing, right? It's not like
Rufus, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You don't think for the last 50 years that the women have been waxing the shit out of the men in the West?
No.
Been waxing our asses, man.
Exactly. This shit ain't even close, bro. They up 31.
Hold on, let me answer the question, Payne. See, first of all, it depends on what type of life you live, right? What life you living in. If you get a wax, okay. And you're an anecdotal experience. Hold on, Payne. Because I'm in these streets. I'm in both sides, right? I'm in these streets and I'm in the corporate, right? I'm in both sides. And women, all they do is wait for us to give them approval and validation. The women, the feminist movement is only powerful because the men give it the fuel.
I agree with that.
So therefore, think about it.
Which in turn makes them weak. If the men are giving them the power, that makes the men weak. Why would you give them the power?
Listen.
I agree with you.
This is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna land a plane. I'm gonna let everybody get in.
No, go ahead.
So all I'm saying is this: the feminist movement is fueled by man's support, right? And this is what they're using it for. As long as we keep a percentage of us, right, keep fueling it, they're going to keep going. But where is it going to lead? Off the tracks, right? Because there's really no place. There's no place for this planet lane because there are a lot of us men still, like Trigger Mike and my compadres, right, who we understand what life is all about. We understand position of power. We understand how to put shit in check, right? And those who are in that line of work, we are still in existence and we are still dominant. Okay? So therefore, you other dudes who are sipping, and I'm not speaking to anybody on this panel, right? But the other ones who's supporting this feminist movement, you need to get the fuck back and let real men do what we do.
Ruthless, let me ask
No.
Let me finish. I agree with you, Ruthless. I agree with what you said, but here's what I mean when I said we. I said the collective we around the West.
That's why they doing it.
I mean, because my life hasn't been like that. I'm more like you, but we can't deny that, especially the white man, has acquiesced so much power. Now we have to clean it up. And they've had a head start, right? I mean,
they wouldn't have to clean it up, Arpain, if you didn't give them the fucking power in the first place.
What did you mean by acquiesce so much power?
The white man, the reason why first of all, the first acquiesce was when white women finessed men to the United States to claim them as a minority. That was the first big finesse they did, right? Because how could white women be a minority here? So they killed affirmative action with just that one move.
Okay, so do you think that was a move orchestrated and organized by the white women themselves?
No.
And do you think that was a move that the white men went, oh man, let's just back up and let this happen? Or was this a move from its inception to gird up white women in order to get a bigger voting base? That's what I've always heard.
The third one.
Yeah.
So
it's not about...
See, here's a big secret, Jeff.
Yeah.
The patriarchy is still firmly in place. That's why the matriarchy that they're trying to build is just like Rufus said. It's at the behest of what the real patriarchy is letting happen. Right? So, because in the end, men are still in charge of the country.
Okay. Let's back up a little bit with the patriarchy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just submit this as a statement to the panel to chew on. I don't think that women necessarily have a problem with the patriarchy. Women have a problem with what European white men have done with the patriarchy. So this is what happens when you get black women in feminism. They have a problem. The only problems they have with black male patriarchy is one, doing what we say. How do you get a black woman to jump out of an airplane? Have a black man tell her not to. Two, the fact that we are not naturally monogamous. Monogamy isn't natural anyway for either animal. And three, we didn't whoop your ass or killed you. That's it. We didn't stop you from voting. We didn't keep resources from you. We didn't make you second-class citizens. We didn't stop you from buying property. We didn't say that it was okay to sexually assault you and take your body whenever we wanted. We didn't make rules or laws about that. Those laws are about what white women got to deal with white men, and that don't have shit to do with us.
No, okay. Let me give you one note, Jeff, because I don't disagree with what you just said. Do you think in some way that our black women harbor some kind of resentment for us as black men for allowing a white man to do what they did to us, them in slavery?
You damn right they do, and you damn right they got a right to. They got a right to. And that's another thing. Niggas gotta stop acting like black women don't have no legitimate access to grind with us. That's bullshit. It's some shiftless, lazy, no good, horrible, baby leaving motherfuckers out there. And let's be honest about them.
Come on, Jeff King. That's a oh, you muted, Trigger Mike.
I was going to say, I agree. Of course, there are improvements to be made everywhere. But what I can't get over is this axe that they're grinding is still the dick that they're riding. But anyway, I digress.
Oh shit, bro!
Damn, don't do it to him.
Bro, that needs to be in somebody's song. That's hot.
That axe that you're grinding is the dick that you're riding.
Does that make sense to anybody? It doesn't make sense to me. I can't respect the act that you're grinding if it's still the dick that you're riding. I can't respect it.
Oh, that's a jam right there. Well, I'm finna write a song about that today.
Black man.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Uncle John with you. I'm not fucking around either. Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
The axe that you ride.
Look, Pain, what about me?
We're going to sample a piece of this show, and it's going to be funky as your granddaddy's feet. Nigga, the axe that you riding is the dick that you... The axe that you riding
is the dick you
riding.
Hey, you know what? Hold on. I gotta clip that. I gotta clip that, and then it's gonna be Uncle Jeff saying it, and then me responding, and then that drop where all them dudes be like, oh!
Hey, let that be your intro. Let that be your intro song.
Hell yeah.
I think that's funky.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Let's put my man BMU in here. What's up, bro?
Hey, what? You know what, man? This reminds me of a movie, 300. When Leonidas and the 300 went over there to the Persians and started kicking their asses all up and down the place, it's always that one retarded motherfucker that always conforms to the other side.
His name was Ephialtes.
Ephialtes was the one that fucked everything up for everybody. And I think that, you know, when you in this fight that the men are in right now, the 300, because it ain't a lot of men, you got these crazy motherfuckers just like that little retarded little thing that will come against the men every time, bro.
Black man, what 300 warriors you talking about? Where they at? Where are these so-called warriors at?
Uncle Jeff is one. What are you talking about?
Jeff is a clown.
Hey, black man. Hold on a second.
Where are these
Your name is Black Man Unfiltered Network. We are positive black men. This dude argues like an auntie.
Where all this heat come
Don't
from?
pay him no attention. Hear what you do. Did you notice, black man, what we did last time? Like what I'm doing right now. Those of us who are spiritually in tune and on a level, they can't even hear his voice right now. It's just noise. So what we do is we treat him like noise. I act like he's not even talking because I don't have any respect for him. I talk over him. Every other brother on this panel, I will get out of the way for a black man. I will get out of the way for you. I'll get out of the way.
You got a bunch of panties and crybabies running around out here. That's
every other brother here.
And
Uncle Jeff, hold on, Trey. Uncle Jeff, this is kind of Trey right because this was the problem I had with you on Fight Club when I was talking about how that you don't understand that women are different than your generation. And then when we try to tell you, you be like, "Oh, well, I got my passport. I'm stamped and certified." Like Trey kind of making a point.
Okay,
I get where you're
is it all
coming
right?
from.
Can we explore that point? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know I ain't got no problem with you, Uncle Joe.
Man, that's what I want to say. Exactly. 180 degrees difference. Brother Ashton has been talking about this bone to pick with me for a minute. But in between then, I ain't never been disrespectful to this brother. This brother has never been disrespectful to me. He has an issue, and we gonna bring it and talk about it like men. Now, what you're saying is that, and I think I think you may be alluding to a particular conversation when I was talking about my expanse of experience, brother. I was not saying, and let me be clear about this, and let me apologize if I diminished your point at any time. I didn't mean to do that. What I meant to say is that I understand that there is a sea of ratchet ass broads out here, and that I am not dating in my time. I am dating, and in my mind, I'm dating the women like Felicia Rashad. Those women aren't out here, and I understand, and I agree with you. In mass, they're not out here. I understand, and I agree with you. I've given formulas to get around that, and I never hear nothing back from you, brothers. Here's one. The next time that you are on a panel or you're watching YouTube and you see a sister that is in the chat with some bullshit coming out of her mouth, or she's on the panel with some bullshit coming out of her mouth, pay attention to the sisters who agree with that, because they live in your area.
Here we go, talking about the women again.
Find the sisters
weak
in your
fuck,
area, Brother Ashton. Find the sisters in your area that agree with sisters like Danica Marie. That sister is dope, man. Listen to her. Have you ever listened to Danica Marie? Crimson Cure. There are black women out here that don't fit that description, who have followers that live in your area. That's the sister you take out for tea. That's how you find them. If you want to find a needle in the haystack, you burn the fucking haystack. Use social media to burn the haystack. The haystack is these horrible broads you talking about that I believe exist, Brother Ashton. I don't think you deserve one because you're here. Because you're trying to elevate your mind and your shit. Now, can you tell me, does that resemble what I said before? Do you have a problem with that? Where am I wrong?
No. It was like you on the money, but it was a video that Aaron O was playing. And there was something about the woman. What she basically felt like her mother-in-law was talking behind her back in a different language.
Yeah.
And you were saying, like, I'm gonna take her for my wife. And our whole thing was that the baby mother was just making up stuff to start an argument. Because if you don't understand the Nigerian language, how can you assume that they talking behind your back and talking about you? You get what I'm saying? And you was like you was basically like you would nip it in the bud. You would go with your wife from jump. And I was saying, us as men, we already got that on lock. You get what I'm saying? Like, if we would have nipped it in the bud, you were like, nah, clearly it ain't on lock. And once you got off, Aaron basically said the same thing I said. But that's what I was saying. Like, I get where you coming from, but it's basically like you dictated my household, and you just walking by. You get what I'm saying? Okay, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I didn't mean, and forgive me if I did that, because I thought the exercise was to take the baby mama, the husband, and the woman, and lay that over your own template. So I laid it over my template, which was number one, before I get this woman a ring, I'm going to make sure that if I'm that close to my mother, that these two people are at least on a wavelength that will work. It doesn't have to be identical, but it's on me to check that out before I ever walk down the aisle. I need to get that shit straight. And if my mother is too far out of pocket, then mama.
But that's what I was saying. Like, I understand that part, but what I was basically going to out the video was me and you both saying the same thing, but with these today women, like I'm telling you, the baby mama literally just made some shit up. Like I understand postpartum and whatever else they have neuroticism after they had a baby. So that's basically what the baby mother was doing, and the fact that the mother-in-law wasn't arguing, it was the auntie, and you was like, nah, you ain't got your household in order, and it was basically after you walked off. I get it, but it's just the fact that Aaron waited till you left to say that.
Well, that's usually when Aaron wins arguments.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But you get what I'm saying. But if that was a real household situation, me and you would have been arguing, and I was in the right the whole time. Like you get like that's how today's household and nature is set up. I get where you coming from.
I'm submitting to you that you don't have to have that kind of life. I'm submitting to you that you, as the black man, are the commodity. I'm submitting to you that you are outnumbered by 2 million. And I thought I gave you a formula to burn the haystack. Find positive sisters that when if you want a certain kind of fish, you got to go where they biting. And when I hear niggas complain about not finding good girls in the club, well, stop looking in the fucking club. When's the last time you went to a poetry reading, a jazz concert? How about an outreach program? It's plenty of sisters that that volunteer their time, and
there's
I'm not
plenty of
calling these
hoes at the
sisters
poetry
perfect.
night too. This is
I'm not calling.
Yeah, he doing it again, Trey. He doing it. That's what he did.
I'm not again.
He doing it again, Trey. Look at him.
I'm not calling any of these sisters perfect, and you're right. I'm only talking here. This may be the problem. I'm talking about how to solve a regular problem. It sounds like you gentlemen have super problems, and I can't solve a super problem.
You can't help
because
a
super
no. That's what we saying. That's what we saying, Uncle Jeff. Them same women be at the poetry night.
Okay,
no, that's what we.
Okay, and I get that, brother. I get that. Please forgive me if I gave you the impression that only saints go to poetry readings. I didn't mean to say that.
I get Uncle Jeff. It ain't no problem with me. Ain't no problem.
Do you see any sense in this, that the higher the frequency of the event, the less likely the ratchet? Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Does that make any sense to you, brother Ashton? Does that make any sense to you, brother Ashton?
Not in 2023.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
That makes a little sense to you. All right. Well, this is what I'm telling you. Unless you are telling me that the United States, the 48 contiguous states, are devoid of any sisters anywhere worth being dated. And I understand if that's your opinion, and we don't ever have to discuss this again. If you say that there is not one sister amongst the 300 million of us worth you dating, then I concede. If you think there is one, I think I may have an idea about how to find it.
They are
in higher frequency places. That's it.
But Uncle Jeff, my whole thing was like, what you talking about? Okay, you got to try.
Because here's the issue. The issue isn't that there aren't women out here.
I don't listen to him. So at all.
Okay, well then mute your mic and shut the fuck up.
I tell you, no. Here's what's gonna happen.
How about you
Trigger Mike? I said the shit I'm gonna say. Me and a dude gonna work on that record.
Okay, great. Are you done?
I'm about to bounce, and then he can say whatever he wants.
Well, hit the
but
X
from
button.
this point forward,
from
now until Jesus comes back on a mini bike, I will not.
You still talking?
I will not.
You still talking?
I will not affirm his existence as a carbon-based life form because I don't deal with men like this. I don't. The rest of you brothers, I thank you so much for your time. Y'all know where y'all can hit me. What's up, bro? What's up?
Uncle Jeff, email me, Uncle Jeff, blackmanunfiltered@gmail.com.
Blackmanunfiltered@gmail.com. I'm finna hit you right now. Y'all be blessed. Y'all take care.
Let me be very clear. Here's the issue with a lot of the advice that these older men want to keep giving. First of all, you're unqualified to give the advice because most of you haven't dated within the last 10 years. So you have no idea what's going on out here in these streets or how these women have changed. Second of all,
our pain since the Boston Tea Party.
You keep conflating the women that you dated during your time into the women that we're dating in our time. Talking about going to a poetry night. You know that you totally know that some of these head wrap, finger snapping, weave wearing, these are some of the biggest hoes on the planet, bruh. What are you talking about? And he doesn't know what I'm talking about because he thinks this is 1998 where he's going to see Erykah Badu perform live. He's going wrong with the hoes? Here's the thing. I'm not saying that they all are. That's not what I'm saying. There are great women out here. But the thing is that you have to play the cards that are in front of you. You have to take every woman and you have to vet her personally. You can't just say, well, I'm going to go to this event and that's going to put me in the best spot. That's not how it works anymore. It doesn't work that way anymore. You have to literally take every woman one-on-one. You can meet a great woman at a damn Five Guys, and you would have never expected that's where you met her. Or you can meet a great woman at a fucking Megan Thee Stallion concert. I don't know, but you have to take it one-on-one. You can't just say, oh, well, are you going to poetry concert? What are you talking about, bruh? What are you talking about?
All right.
I agree with you, Trey. I agree.
Waiting on you to walk in.
All right, let's get to Dre Slay, man. What's going on? If y'all just tuning in, welcome to the Trigger Mike Show. Toxic Trey is definitely in the building. I don't know
Trey
who
going
called
Super
this
Saiyan
nigga
already.
on a Monday. This is Friday energy. Who called this nigga Toxic Trey on a Monday? I don't know. Regular Trey will be back tomorrow in all hopes.
Nah, Trey actually right, because that's what I called Uncle Jeff about like 2 weeks ago.
All right,
but the issue triggered, they would know this if they were actually in the dating market. Me, Ashton, other single guys are in
when you
the
talk
dating
about
market.
dating market, that's the only place I disagree with you. I don't need to be in the dating market to know what's going on.
And you guys don't
I
want it.
understand
That's
the
my
nature of
issue.
women. That
My
shit
biggest
has
issue
to
with
change.
you married guys is that I'm giving you real life feedback on what it's like to date a woman between the ages of 25 to maybe 40,
actually,
and you guys don't want to hear it.
All right. So that's actually a good segue. I like this convo. Hold on. That's a good segue. So now that radical feminism has completely infused and sunk its teeth into pretty much every household in America, what does that do to the dating landscape? Dre Slay, you haven't talked a lot. Go ahead. Answer the question.
What does it do to the dating landscape? I mean, of course we know that, these women of today, they want to be independent, right? So they want their cake and they want to eat it too. You know what I mean? Like So, with the feminism, of course, they're gonna, they want to work, they want to do these things that men doing and whatnot. So, for the dating landscape, it's gonna shift it because, like Trey just outlined, you have to vet every woman personally. Like you can't just, I get where Uncle Jeff was probably trying to come from, but it's not that day and age anymore. It's a new day. You know what I mean? So no, you can't just, when you're dating, you can't just go to Poetry Slam and think that, oh, it's going to be all upstanding women in here. I could just choose one. Hell no. It's going to be a gold digger sitting in there waiting on your simp ass to walk in the door. And yeah, she gonna play the game. She gonna talk the right shit. She gonna play marriage material and all of that, right? And then you're gonna wonder why 5 years down the line, oh, it didn't work out. No, because it's not that simple. Like you have to vet every woman accordingly, personally, and you gotta get to know that person and know who that person is before you decide, oh, I'm taking that leap. You know what I mean? And it is a needle in a haystack game. It's very hard with where the radical feminism has took women. It's very hard, right? So, if we're talking about what men need to do in the dating game, like you just got to be smart, bro. You know what I mean? You got to use your brain. You got to be smart. You got to take your time, and you got to get it right.
Indeed. Anybody else got anything on this?
Yeah, let me go. I got it. Let me go. First of all, I disagree with Trey because I think I know better about the nature of women than most men. Doesn't matter whether I'm married or not.
Oh boy.
So
shit, R-Pain.
Trey, don't do it. Trey, don't do it. Trey, don't do it.
Get him, Trey.
Let me finish. Trey always goes back and forth with me because I just.
R-Pain did used to be a stripper. They called him wet on.
So I disagree with that part of what he says. I agree with a lot of the other stuff. You got to vet every woman, but you guys got to understand what to ask, what to look for. I think a lot of guys, the newfangled guys, go in with so much angst and thinking negatively. I think they miss some certain shit. So listen, I have a chart, or not a chart, but a whole presentation on the 10 steps to vet and court a woman for marriage. And that's just timeless. It has nothing to do with whether it was 1987 or now. and it's a short list because it's longer stuff. And you know,
Did you not just hear that's what me
show out of that? So all I'm just trying to say is, when you're talking to a woman, you're trying to find out certain things. That shit's ageless, right? You know, you want to know some shit between how this woman is going to be your helpmate into the future. What the hell does that have to do with time?
Arpain, we just got on Uncle Jeff ass for the same shit, and you turn around and put your glasses on and say the same.
The same shit. He said, first of all, your guy's mischaracterized what he said. He said, listen.
No,
Arpain, can I ask you a question?
Get him, Trey. Get him, Trey. I'm tired. I'm tired of messing with Arpain.
Arpain, can I ask you a question? Arpain, can I ask you a question?
No, you ain't got to land. You keep that plane right on in the air.
All right, let me get this super chat.
Let
me get these super chats.
I just want to ask you a question because I can clearly point out the difference between the women that you dated versus the women we date. I can make it obvious.
I can't hear that. Say that again, Trey.
I say, can I ask you a question because I can make it obvious the difference between the women you dated when you were coming up versus the women we're dating now.
Oh my God!
Can I just ask you questions? Just give me yes or no answers.
Yes.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Back in your day, could a woman get paid $10,000 for a feet pic? Yes or no?
No, probably not.
Okay. Back in your day, could a woman have 100,000 people following her on a social media? Just yes or no, Arpain? Just yes or no?
No.
No. Back in your day, could a woman take a bikini photo and get paid $10,000 for just taking that photo? If she was not a model, just a regular everyday woman.
I question whether a regular everyday woman can do it.
This nigga here.
No, it's fine. No, I know. I'll play the game. I'll play the game with you, Arpain. She works a regular 9 to 5. She makes about $41,000 a year.
You need to tie that to the nature of women. I mean, they're using the tools.
Arpain, I just asked for yes or no answers. You agree? You would give me yes or no answers.
Yeah, but you kind of leading the witness down the way you want.
I'm not leading. I'm asking a question. I'm simply asking a question.
You're saying. So the answer is yes.
So the difference is that in this day and age, the women that you were dating did not feel as though they had the same amount of options as the women that we're dating. Today, in this day and age, these women feel as though they can send one DM to Chris Brown, one DM to Drake, one DM to the top people in the world. They all believe that they deserve a 1% lifestyle. All of them do. That is the difference.
That's true. But
and that is hold on,
Arpain.
That hurts the dating market. If all of the women think that they can get a top tier guy, that hurts the dating market. It makes it a problem.
Smokey Robinson didn't have no inbox back then, Arpain.
Wait a minute. I didn't say it didn't hurt the dating market, but what you need to do to vet the woman, it's not really that much different, right?
Because you're missing it. You won't get a chance to vet a woman. You're missing it. You won't get an opportunity, sir.
Listen, hey Trey, has all that shit with women stopped you from going on a date? No. Has it all, maybe it took a little longer for you to say who I want to
Sir, my financial status is a lot different than the average man, sir. I am not in the same pocket as
Trey, has it stopped you from getting a date?
But again, hang on, Arpain, I'm not a good example. I'm not a good example, Arpain.
You the man?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying that I have made some good moves investing in my life, and I'm doing a little bit better than the average man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not a good example.
It was true back in the day.
All right, let me get these super chats real quick, y'all. Let me get these super chats. Big Ann 11, my man, $10. Why is it so hard to stop giving people attention who keep telling you that they want you? In pain, talk to your son Ashton and give him guidance. Sir Shy, $2.
That's funny, Pain.
You know what? I don't think we did, but I always come a little late. I come after my kids go to sleep.
Brickgate.
They might have discussed Brickgate. I got to watch it back. Advanced Perception, $2. Regardless of era, you got to change your setting. That is, hold on. Let me speak on this real quick because that is very true. Because I realize that if we're all hunters and I'm back on the dating market with y'all, I'm definitely not hunting the same place y'all hunting. Because when people ask me and they're on my Instagram and I'll tell them, like, let's look at the holiday weekend, for instance. When I go on or when I'm looking at some of the homies, Instagram stories and the places they're at, why are y'all all at camp? Why are y'all all at Urban Social? Why are y'all all at these same places all the thoughts and Instagram joints go to? I'm at the Embassy Suites or the St. Regis bar. Like we don't even hunt at the same place. If you're talking about good, valuable women, you're like, when we do. I'm at the wine. I'm at Trez Wine Bar on like Washington in the Heights. Like where do y'all go looking for these women at? And then you want to complain about them. So that is very true. Change your goddamn setting if you want better results.
Sell them like Jeff.
But see, Trigger Pain, that's what we saying. The top 1% of women will come down to the trenches to try to defend their woman, not knowing that she a horrible woman. Like that's what they doing today. I get what you and Uncle Jeff and R Pain saying, but y'all got to get where me and Trey coming from. Like it's totally different today.
I do get where y'all coming from.
But hold on though, man. But you're not in the dating market no more though.
Yeah, you ain't dated since the Great Depression. You gotta stop that, Pain.
That's the thing, though, Pain.
No, I'm saying Ashton. I'm talking about you, Ashton. You're not in the dating market no more, right?
Oh man.
Wow.
Hold on.
There's a left.
I'm here for my brothers. I'm here for more support.
Okay, it seems like Trey, you're unqualified, Trey.
No, you see that? You see that watch on?
I'm still here for my brothers. What you?
She's sitting right there in the room, man.
She's standing right next to him. She got rolled up newspaper ready to hit him.
Hey, blink twice. Blink twice if you need help. Blink twice if you need help, man.
About to see him get
Nah, y'all gonna make me cut my screen off. Chill out.
Let me get this last super chat. NBA says, I'm sorry, Foundation said NBA calls cap on R Pain. Cut it out, bro. That's the NBA. All right, so as far as Ashton not being in the dating market, y'all see that watch on his wrist? He ordered his hoes on DoorDash from that thing. That's how he get his women straight to his door.
He got a whole iPad on his fucking arm.
I'm still here for my brothers though. Y'all can't be mad at me.
Hey, Trey, can I ask you a question, Trigger?
That is his whole summoning device. Go ahead.
Did you see the video of the woman who said that she asked to see the bank accounts on the first date?
Yep.
No way.
Did you see that? I'm just trying to give you guys a small glimpse of what dating life is.
You know what, Trey? You know what, Trey? I love it. I love it. Ask to see his bank account so he can ask you your goddamn credit score. And open your Credit Karma up on site. This is look. This is funny though. This is a funny conversation because if women are going to be worried about a man's money, a man needs to be worried about how much a woman can drag on him. Do y'all not realize that women carry so much debt nowadays and they're asking you to buy them a house? You can't be married to a woman and the bank, most banks will ask for her debt. Like, you see what I'm saying? They'll put all of that into the equation. You'll find out she the one weighing down y'all debt to income ratio for a goddamn home loan. Got $150,000 in school debt and she's a doctor of fucking gymnastics.
Hey, R Pain, did your wife ask to see your checkbook when y'all first went out? She asked to see it. Like, y'all don't understand, man. It's different out here. I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
Trey, but would it be? But Trey, let me ask Trey a question. Trey, but would it be if she asked for you? If I was out on a date with this woman, she said, "I need to see your bank account." I said, "Let me see your DMs."
Ooh.
Right?
The part about
it's an even trade.
Hold up, Quizzy.
I don't see that.
Hold on. Lauren Mack, we got to call out cap where we see it. I don't know the world y'all living in. Most women are getting out of debt.
Bullshit.
Do you read market
That's
news?
not true.
You're the most impulsive buyers.
Yes.
You spend more money than twice as much as a man spends. That's debt on top of debt on top of debt. You motherfucker can't. Yeah.
The average black woman carries about $38,000 worth of debt, while simultaneously having a net worth of about $1,700.
Exactly. They can't open up a tab on a Carnival cruise.
We could probably for women in advanced careers that have matching salary. That's the part we need to make sure we understand. Women with advanced, like a higher school debt, that have the matching salary, right? Hey, she's a marketer, but she works for Google. Okay, we get it, right? It took a while to get your master's or whatever. You got a few certifications. You went to the executive MBA program at Harvard, but you work for Google. Nobody gonna bother you, sweetie. Okay, But y'all don't have that. And the worst part about it is that in addition to having all that school debt, your consumer debt is high. That means you're an impulsive buyer, like BMU said. You cannot have 30-something thousand in consumer debt and expect a man to think that you're responsible. Right now, I have, hold on. I accrue consumer debt on purpose. I got my Navy Federal credit card got $13,000 in consumer debt, but the what do you call it? The account to pay that off, simply because that's how you get your points for the year. You buy all your trips, you buy all your groceries, has $12,800 in it, and I'm paying that shit off by Christmas. You don't carry debt like that if you can't pay it off. What the hell wrong
Trigger,
with you?
what is a single man to do when he has no debt? How am I supposed to date that woman?
You don't.
She's bringing tens of thousands of dollars a debt,
date her.
and I don't have any. What am I supposed to do with
Here's
that?
the crazy part about it.
You
We don't
don't,
look
Trey.
at it this way, Trey. Hold on. They are actual liabilities, bro. So this is what I say. This is what a real reason, because notice that they'll give their body to Pookie that don't got shit, but they'll demand that their husband have this, that, and the third. And what it really is that they need a man to supplement for all the bad decisions they made in the past.
Exactly.
They went and fucking got a Mercedes Benz that got a $900 car note on it, and the insurance $400, and that shit keep breaking down every other fucking month. So they need a man that literally makes enough to pay for all that shit.
And their mama co-signed on the apartment.
What are paying? I don't hear nothing.
No, well, listen, I don't disagree with that. It still doesn't change my stance.
He came
Trigger, Mike, to your point, this chick who's slept with everybody in her circle, and her man, this boxing, the white boxing's out now. Logan.
Look at him, Trey.
So he's getting ready to get married, and his chick slept with almost every man who's a celebrity, black, white, everybody else. But he's going to marry her, but she told him under condition that he waits until they say, I do. So everybody else is slated and shit, but he's waiting, and they're not having sex. And he's like the biggest simp going. He's bigger than Adam 22. Logan Paul, that guy, the boxer.
Logan Paul.
Who you talking about, R-Pain? Where you meet this cat at?
I can't believe he got.
He's a boxer.
Logan Paul. Yeah, Logan Paul's fiance has thrown that pussy from the free throw line, and several players caught the rebound. And she's making him wait until they say I do to get the pussy. Now, why would you get a used car and have somebody? You can't drive the used car until after you sign the paperwork.
Yeah, okay,
there ain't no way that's true. There ain't no way that's true.
That's all these guys
making him wait
nowadays, man.
There is no way she making him wait till marriage.
Yep, she is. She smashed a bunch of dudes, like celebrities, athletes, and everything. When he came around, he wants to put the ring on it.
His opponent.
She put a root. What do they call it? A root. She put a root on that nigga.
Oh yeah. She fucked everybody. She damn near fucked the Holy Spirit until it moved out the way. I'm telling you. But she making him wait. That's crazy.
I thought he got it. I thought she made him wait, but he got it though. I thought that's what he said.
Yeah, I thought he got it too.
Yeah, he got it. I think she made him wait though, because he said he respected it. But he got it though. I think he got it.
He respected it.
Listen. Just because you have money doesn't mean you understand women and how they move. There's a lot of guys who are rich out here and don't understand female nature at all, which is why they keep making the same mistakes. I've said this before. Jeff Bezos is rich as hell. He don't understand a goddamn thing about women. He don't get it at all. Because if he did, he would never get remarried. He lost $37 billion the first time. I wonder how much he's gonna lose this time.
That's a fact.
Trigger.
Him and Bill Gates are just going back and forth for who could be the biggest idiot with their goddamn money.
Trigger. Speaking of retirement, your boy make over $100K. And he still don't understand women. If you catch it, who I'm talking about? Who you said retiring at the beginning of the show? He be crying over women. He make over $100K.
Poor Dust though, man.
You ain't supposed to say the name. Damn,
Ain't no way.
He going out.
We had a heart to heart. Trigger. He ain't like how he be talking online. He a loving person.
No. You know, I'm
glad you guys had an intimate moment.
We from the same area.
Chill out, BW.
Be cool. All right, let me get these super chats. My man Big Ant says, Mike, could the reason why they don't want to change where they look for a woman is because they don't qualify for that type of woman? Ooh, you know what, Big Ant? It's not only that though. This is the problem. I don't think we give enough notice to the fact that we are animals first. It's extremely hard to see the good girl with all these titties and ass out. It's extremely hard. Men will go to what entices them. That's really what it is. Remember, back in the day and in the Middle East countries and all these places, women are covered up. So you got nothing. So you got to like her for real. You see what I'm saying? But here, it's not shame. Men, your attention is naturally gonna go to the promiscuous women. Naturally gonna go to where the debauchery happens. Like, I still look at videos from like Clay and all this shit to be going on holiday weekends. Like, God damn, y'all boys getting it out there, but I can't go. Right? I had to make a choice to go, do something else. So, I think it could be some that don't qualify for those type of women, but it's hard to disengage from the whole culture. It's hard. I was in it for a minute. I almost didn't make it out. You see what I'm saying? So appreciate that super chat, Big Ant. Oh, Mac, my man from This Might Be Risky show. What's going on? Trigger Mike. Concerning Brickgate, both you and I were correct about that scammer. I think we were. Thank you for staying on point with disrespectful Dana these days. Oh boy. Woo. That lady disrespectful, boy. Oh shit. Y'all check out This Might Be Risky show. Follow him on YouTube because I be on there. Yeah, that a few of them ladies be disrespectful, but boy, Dana is otherworldly with that shit. But no, y'all got it. Go ahead.
Hey, but Trigger Mike, I don't believe just changing your setting is gonna do it for you. Not in this day and age. That's what I don't think you're getting when we talk about social media. Like, social media has completely changed the game. Like, it used to be where you could count on the suburban girl to be a suburban girl, to be wholesome, to be, you know what I mean? What that area entailed. But now the suburban girl is on social media and she want to be Cardi B. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's different now, man.
Well, I will say this. It is changing your setting, but it's having actual so men got to stop romanticizing women in certain ways and like who we want them to be and know them for who they actually are. And first off, what are you looking for, right? Because I even, like, you're right in a way, because I even used to go to better settings to just turn out good girls. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. One minute you want the hoes, the next minute you want to go turn out good girls and fuck they shit up. But if you're actually looking for a wife, I think men need to start paying closer attention to behavior. The one thing I will tell you is that a woman with 5 bodies or less does not behave like a woman with 50 bodies or more. You got to watch a woman.
Trigger, these women ain't got 5 less bodies now.
No, but what I'm saying though, bro, I'm saying the one
Trigger
thing that
dreaming out here.
Nah, you tripping. You tripping.
Trigger, you dreaming. Trigger, look, Trigger. I went to college. I went to college. I went to Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. Do you know how many 5 bodies or less I ran into on the daily? On the daily, these girls are coming from. They don't know nothing about.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. The same way we say that all men are not husband material, we got to understand that all women aren't wife material either. And yes, it's a dwindling number, but they are out there. It's a fucking dwindling number, but they are out there. They don't behave like the rest of the
Trigger. We're talking about 19-year-olds with 20 plus.
Let me get in here though.
20 plus bodies at 19.
Hold on. Hey, you know what?
I'm not gonna refute that.
Hey, Trigger Mike, real quick, Roots. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna let you ride. I promise. My daughter is 20. She did a case study on bodies, basically. She wouldn't name that, but they did the sexual activity of teenage girls. And one of the professors at her college taught them, and she shared this with me. I'm gonna have it on my show Friday. She shared it with me. She says that by the age of 15, between 12 and 15, the average girl since 2018 has an average of 3 bodies.
That's a fact.
God.
At 18?
From the ages of 12.
What? 12 to 15?
12 to 15. the average girl, I think it was 1 out of 4 girls have at least 3 bodies.
I'm sick to my stomach, man.
So imagine imagine when they're 23, 24, 30. How many bodies will they have by the time they're 35?
You know what? Every time we
they run into them Q dogs.
I'm just gonna randomly see if we have any proud hoes in the chat. Any woman just want to randomly tell us your body count because you don't care and you're liberated. Please help us out with this discussion. All the ladies in the chat, you can either give me a middle finger if you don't want to tell me, all right, or you can let us know your body count. We are a liberated society. None shall judge you. Okay.
I'm finna throw this out here for the gentleman to ponder for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Body count really don't matter.
Use a goddamn lie.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter, Trigger Mike. I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter. It's the mentality, right? It's the mindset. A woman can have 1 body count, nigga, but if she leave you after 10 years, it's fucked up, right? Listen. Women, most 3 or 4 are gonna get married. The women who are getting married, the college students, the ones who have all those, they're divorcing. They're burning up the house because they're not happy, because they're not been able to keep their end of the bargain when it comes to this building blocks that we're building. So we can't sit here and say, oh, well, yeah, body count. But when the women with the low body counts, the ones who are what you want, right? They're the ones who are tearing up houses too.
Let me tell you why.
Lauren, make there's 3 men. I see that in the chat. You named 3 niggas.
Let me tell you why body count doesn't matter. Body count doesn't matter because the women are never going to tell you the damn truth anyway. They're never going to tell you the honest truth anyway. You're never going to get an honest answer out of it. I got a friend of mine who's just getting ready to go through a divorce. He's been with this lady for 5 years. For whatever reason, he decided to get a private investigator. He had no idea that his girl has been on OnlyFans for the last 2 years. He had no clue. You do not know what these women are doing because they're never going to tell you the truth. The men inflate their numbers. The women deflate their numbers. So this idea that you're going to go around and ask her and she's going to give you an honest answer is delusional. And then you think that you're so good. You men, a lot of men have this inflated sense of self-worth. You're so good that you're going to be able to watch her and tell what kind of behavior she has, and you can determine whether or not she's promiscuous or not. And then when your ass does a background check on her and find out that she got hella bodies, you're confused because you thought you were good enough to be able to tell the difference. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Not worth it.
Look at God.
I mean, Trey, you kind of can tell. You kind of can tell. I use
Ashton,
this.
You're not that good.
I
promise you.
You're not that good. She can suck a dick in the parking lot and come kiss you.
Hey, Trey. God tried to give you a warning, Trey.
All these dudes want to try to act like that they're good enough to figure it out, and they be the main ones getting played.
Trey, I promise you can tell.
God tried to give you a warning.
You can listen to how she talk, and you can tell their body count.
Hold on, Ashton. If you was dating a chick and she went to work and she sucked a dick in the parking garage, and you picked up work, she kissed you in your mouth, you will be able to taste the dick on her breath and say, "You suck dick today."
Nah, I ain't
okay then,
that,
bro.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, Bill, you can tell when your girl acting different. Like, it's definitely no.
She deserves an Oscar. These girls are good, boy.
I will say this. Trey is right that most men can't do it, and I think it's because most men are actually very romantic, especially about their woman. Kind of biological. You want to be romantic. You want to think the best of the woman that you got, especially if she's the mother of your children.
Exactly.
But for me, it is more so cultural. You see what I'm saying? There's a reason why there's a different. They give the name Jezebel and all that type of shit. You tend to know you were just ignoring the signs. The same way there's 24 hours in a day. There's only so much attention that can be given to certain things. And the worst part is that in hindsight, when a nigga gets cheated on and all this shit happens to him, he always goes back to be like, "Oh shit, I could tell when that happened." But his dumbass wasn't cluing into what the fuck was going on.
It's actually easier than that. If you just wake up and watch, you wouldn't know that. Okay, like for example, if you first meet a female, if she's rebellious to anybody in her life, any male authority in her life, you might as well automatically automatically assume that she's just rebellious in nature. If you, it's like you ain't gotta know a body count to see it. You ain't gotta see she's had sex with shit. It's like just how rebellious they are. Because if they rebel, if you meet them and they rebellious, if they showing you right then and there, they're the possibility they got a bunch of bodies up under.
Nah, John, that show she ain't got no daddy to me. Like, I get what you're saying,
but
she do got a daddy.
That's the main point.
She got big daddy.
Yeah, that's the main
No,
point.
no.
If she okay, it may show that she don't have a daddy, but it also shows she got a daddy.
It's got weird again.
I think most of these married men that's living that fantasy, trying to convince themselves that they married a saint. I think they the ones that's really messing it up for the other guys, because y'all come and tell the other guys that, yeah, you should be married and these women are they good women, and when we know when we out here in the dating pool and we know, brother, we know that these women ain't that good. We know.
I never told somebody married because the woman's good. We see married men glorifying that women are pure and shit. Let me get out of here.
Well, that's an ego thing. Think
I
about
don't
it.
know too many men. I don't know too many men that go around saying that any woman is just gonna be off. That any situation gonna be great.
Hey, I mean, most married men don't know who they married. To be honest, most married men don't know who they married.
So that one I gotta give you that.
You're going too far,
I
B.
gotta
Hey, Trigger Mike, he right. Hey, you right. Listen, bro.
He's right.
Hey, bro, you are right, bro. You are absolutely 100% correct, bro.
That one I'll give you because I told you these niggas are romantic as shit. They're in fact they're chasing, big butts. They have absolutely no idea this woman's morals, values, character, etc. And then what I realized, this is why I always say to the women, your future husband is in your past. All of this divorce is because people marrying people, trying to get in long-term relationships with people they don't actually know. 1 year, 2 years. First off, basically look at it this way. If you're gonna skip the courting process, which is actually how you get to know somebody, you integrate yourself with their family, all that type of shit, so they can really sink their teeth into you and be like, this person ain't gonna cut and run. They don't do that shit no more. So dudes literally just be getting hype and marrying chicks. Hey, she a good girl. How you know? I've been saying that shit since I was young. I ain't never seen this girl before. In fact, my homie said, never mind. You know what I mean? Like, look, you
The only thing,
right about
but it's also an ego thing.
When you picking a wife, the only thing you can look at is her work ethic, how she carries herself. Other than that, you're not gonna be able to tell you're not gonna tell what kind of sexual activity she had. Only thing you can do is look.
See, I tell guys, how do you know the first guy didn't turn that outside? See, that's what I'm saying. Maybe her first boyfriend, man, had her upside down, throwing her, spinning her around and shit. As long as your
Up against the headboard. What did you say, Payne?
Hey, Brother Payne.
Blasting all on the chest.
Hey, Brother Payne. Hey, Brother Payne, I want to bring it home for you, Brother Payne. I work with this guy his name was Craig Jackson. I think he had some issues growing up, but his goal in life, guys, was to fuck married women and to prove that married women were trash. And so I would walk over. We had a store across the street that we used to go over to get they sold sandwiches or whatever. So we went over there. He was talking to this young lady, beautiful girl. And he was like, yeah, let me call you, whatever. She was like, no, I'm married. She said, you don't see this ring on my finger? Don't be disrespectful. And so that kind of shit turned this dude on, bro. And after a couple of days, a week went by, bro, he came up with his cell phone. He said, I want to show you something. He had this girl sucking his dick on his phone. Okay. Right? And then, then a month later, he turned her over to his homeboys. Now he got a video of him and his homeboy fucking. And they send her right back home to her husband. He don't know shit.
And see, a lot of them married dudes,
but they don't
want a certain level of excitement and attention. She's chasing that certain level of excitement and attention.
Nobody's saying that married women don't cheat. They do. I mean, all women cheat, and your girlfriend could be cheating. Everybody, all
hey,
women.
No, not mine. I got mine on lock. I got mine on lock. What you talking about?
There you go. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
I got mine on lock. I ain't one of these local jokers. Don't do that.
Hey, that's why. Hey, look. When a dude tell me he got his girl on lock, I tell him, nigga, so many locksmiths out here to unlock that motherfucker.
Ashton,
You heard what I said, BMU.
Are you around your girl 24/7, Ashton? Are you around your girl 24/7?
Hell no.
I ain't got to be around her for a month. You heard what I said. I got mine on lock.
Oh,
I ain't
okay.
one of these local jokers.
So you got a ring camera duct taped to her pussy. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, BMU. You heard what I said, big dog.
Hey, Ashley, is that a watch or a tablet?
Y'all heard what I said.
I don't think y'all giving Trey enough credit, man. That's why I have to jump in here. How y'all doing today?
What's going on, Trey?
Trey got a lot of credit, man. Get out of here.
No, well
yeah, Trey. Thank you for getting me back right.
Why I say that is because the it's not to complain, because I believe I do pretty well out here. I know Trey does pretty well out here, and other gentlemen. But what has shifted is that you guys don't understand. Women don't like to lose, and so what has happened in the dating market now is even women in relationships are attracted to what they assume they're not getting, even if they got everything. That's not what it was one time. Back in the day, women actually wanted to be in relationships. Being single was like a disease. It was like something was wrong with you. It is not like that now. I just seen the other day that they're about to do this show where they got divorcees. I think it's like the Golden Bachelorette or Golden Bachelor dude.
The Golden Bachelor.
Something like that. There's 60-something-year-old women on TV ready to get dating. Something is wrong mentally, you guys, and I don't think we really understand. Women now, they're biologically the same, but the social climate is very different. They are not looking to establish relationships. They are looking to conquer inattention. And this is from online to the amount of men that they can actually secure. Even if they can get a boyfriend, they still going to test the range of ability that they have to garner more attention. As y'all say, the hypergamy or whatever, I think it's deeper than that. I don't think women like to lose overwhelmingly. That's just what I see. And what I mean by that is that when you ask, even now, you tell them, well, you can have this kind of man. He can secure you, can take care of you. That doesn't sound attractive to them overwhelmingly. They want the highest of the high in their disillusion. And then even if they do attain it, even just for a night or for a weekend, that'll carry them. But they're not seeking now to settle. They're only seeking to settle after they give you used goods. That's what's really happening. They want relationships after they're done partying, running the streets, so on and so forth. So,
hey, True. Let me say something to True real quick. True. You're absolutely correct, bro. I agree with you 100%, man. I have an aunt, real beautiful woman back in her 30s. Turned down every man. He don't have this. He don't look right. He don't have that kind of money. He don't do this. And now she in her 50s, built like a square's Capri Sun. And now she didn't settle for the motherfucker that she is. Now she didn't settle for a man that she would have never picked in her 30s, bro. Ugly motherfucker, little short, little scrawny little nigga, bro. She would have never even looked his way back in the day. Now she in her 50s. She hit that fucking wall with no airbags, and now she dealing with it, bro. And I laugh at her dumb ass every time I see it's my mom's sister. I don't care. I laugh at her dumb ass every time I see her, bro. You had an opportunity when you was beautiful. Now you are horrible. You built horrible. You look bad, and now you just settling. You settling and turn down all these men. So a big fuck you to her. When it comes to that, I mean, I love her, but damn.
BU, why you talking about 50-year-old women? BU,
huh?
50-year-old women are beautiful.
Yeah, they beautiful. They beautiful if they married and had kids and did what they're supposed to do. But you out here 50 years old trying to find you a young cat or trying to find you. Man, these dudes gonna run through your ass and you gonna hit that wall. And you already got Hiroshima in that pussy. That pussy's blown up. So ain't nothing you can do with that pussy. It's over.
Man,
I don't know why these. I don't know why these.
Shout out to feminism. Shout out to sexual liberation.
I don't know why these new cougars don't think they got to buy these young boys their PlayStation. Y'all need to stop trying to change the game too.
Hold on. That's a good segue. That's a good segue. Hold on. What happens? Will men accept women behaving better if men have to lose sexual access to them?
You can say that again.
Hell no.
I've always said.
Will men accept? Because radical feminism, we don't like the behavior that comes with it. Naturally, men have already judged you. The women that behave the worst don't get married. usually, right? So will men accept better behavior from women, more femininity on behalf of women, if it means losing their sexual access to them the way they have it
Hell
today?
no, absolutely not.
So
What you
There's
so
no
mean, the
way.
Logan
There's no
Paul?
way
What
let
in
you
me
the
mean, the
let,
world
let,
Logan?
men
let,
are
let me
trading
talk.
out
Let me
less
talk.
sex for better behavior. It's not happening.
So let me
But I was
say
talking
this.
about.
So hold on. So the antidote to today's crisis is exactly the idea of that premise. That's why the situation will never get better, because women they will never feel the benefit of not getting better if you keep having sex with them. You're only feeding into the psychosis.
Well, it's a
The
good thing you
craziness.
married, because it ain't gonna affect you. Because I'm not gonna stop.
But
Well,
it's not
I'm
We ain't finna
it's
stop,
not the
brother.
sex.
We ain't
It's
finna
not the
stop,
sex,
brother.
John. That's
no.
the thing y'all don't get. It's
It's
not
not.
the sex.
It's not just the sex, but he mentioned sex. I understand it's not just the sex, but he mentioned sex in the question. But we
Okay.
also understand too. You gotta stop using sex. You gotta start giving them attention. You gotta start taking them on dates. You have to actually almost leave them alone. I know it's
but
not gonna
but but
happen. It's
but
like
John,
it's. Go ahead. It's not gonna happen. You're right. It's not gonna happen. Go
yeah,
ahead.
let me put it to you this way: the demand for sex from men is a constant. That just never changes. It's never going to change since the beginning of man. It's a constant. You put us all in a subspecies as man. Our demand for sex is constant. And since it's constant, it's predictable and it's easily manipulated. So I could just tell you that if anything in the sexual marketplace would change, it would have to be what Trigger Mike put up there. But the man's sexual desire is not going to change. What might happen
Neither is the
is
women.
that a man, if he finds a woman who's behaving right and somebody he could trust, he might be more inclined to ask her to marry him. That might happen.
But
I
So
think
that might
so
happen.
he could
That
gain
might happen.
access.
But that
You
might happen.
know,
But the
so
problem is that might happen. But the problem is you you won't get rid of that very thing that you want to get rid of until you actually reverse it. It's like having diabetes. Eating food in excess of carbs and sugar gives you diabetes. The only way you can get rid of it is you got to stop eating food and stop eating carbs and sugar and exercise. But
right.
if you're unwilling to do it, you're gonna die with it. And that's what's happening right now. If you don't stop having sex with women, you're gonna die with these crazy women, because they're not gonna change until you start ignoring them.
So
But
this is
John the
basically
Baptist, what I do is like the women y'all talking
Just give
about,
me
I
a
lead
really
them.
good. Just give me a really
I
good
don't
lead them.
example.
qualify.
No,
You don't
hello,
qualify.
but no, Bill,
You at the date market.
Bill,
You at the date
but
market. You don't
I
qualify,
still
Ice
did the
T.
same thing. How long, Bill? The same bad women that we talk about, I lead them in one area, and I go branch off and go date somebody else that's qualified. That's what I do.
But no, you
Well,
create
no,
you
that ain't what you do.
see
That's what you did, right? That ain't what you
That's
do.
what
That's what
I
you
always
did.
been doing.
you
That's what I always been doing. These women ain't just started last week now.
Ashton, you what you just said. What you just said is one of the major reasons why the problem is the way it is right now, because you go from one to the other one. You
Uh-oh.
keep what you're doing is as long as you keep going from one to the other one, you're creating the mindset.
Okay,
But
and that's your
You
fault.
feeding
Y'all
into
have to
it.
deal with that.
But John the Baptist, you
Damn.
just playing the game, brother.
You
But our
selfish,
pain be telling you to
If
build
they
every
playing,
woman up.
they playing
That's
on
what
the
our
man's
pain
need for
doing.
So
You
sex.
better
hold on.
listen to
So
me, our
action. Hold on,
pain.
action. So that's what you're doing right now. So that's what you're doing right now. You leave your
Brother,
girl that's
don't.
beside you right now and go across town.
Nah, brother. I'm talking about when I was dating.
Oh,
But
okay, okay.
I ain't married 20 years in the game like our pain. I ain't been married since who
Don't
bombed
do it.
China?
Don't do it.
But
I
I'm just
think
saying,
that
like,
it's not gonna change. It's gonna take a while. Men have it's not the sex. Sex is one part of it. It's the attention, and the attention
It's
is
the
not
attention.
one. It's not one dimensional. That's the difference. I think Trey kind of segued it and laid it, correctly when he asked our pain, was your wife or your woman back in the day able to sell themselves to a market? What we're fighting is a market of attention, and they get it from everywhere. That's the problem. Most men
Y'all niggas
are
are in denial. Y'all are in denial.
No,
Y'all are
no,
in
John.
denial.
tell me
No,
how
Y'all
we're
are in denial. I'm
tell me
telling
how
you,
we're in
you
denial,
can
John.
you because if you don't understand this situation, okay, you're right. It's not just sex. I agree with you. It's not just sex. It is attention part of it, but sex is part of the attention. It's part of the attention. if you keep giving them attention, you keep giving them sex without the marriage, they're not going to redeem themselves. They're never going to be redeemed.
All right, let me
Are you
stop
talking
you
about
right there.
soft
I
Let
don't
me
care
stop.
if they're not redeemed. I don't care.
Hold on.
What do I care if
But
they're
that's what I'm
redeemed?
saying too,
Why you
Trey.
want to? Why
Hold on.
y'all Dr. Umar
Let
want
me
to try to
rebut.
save these women? I'm
Trey.
not trying to save none of them.
Trey, let me
Exactly.
rebut. John,
Yes, sir.
is
Yes,
sex
sir.
to a woman more physical or is it more attention based?
To who?
Good question.
To her.
Sex to a woman is probably more. I don't know how to answer that question. I'll let you tell me.
Okay. What I assume, and this is just me, most women report not being sexually satisfied in sexual relationships. Most women are pleased through the fact that they can romanticize attention, receive attention, and be courted. They do not have to have physical sex like most men. Their appetite for sex is not even that high on average. So they're getting sex on a regular basis from a multitude of men that are not in committed relationships with them, which is why I'm saying attention is what it is. Because the attention is from the dating apps, it's from their Instagram, it's from every aspect of their life. These women are being solidified in the fact that they are okay and decent people, even in their ratchet behavior, because men patronize them with attention. They have the ability to capitalize each and every time, even if they're acting recklessly. Sex is not the final frontier. That's just a part of it. Men have to understand that you need to pull back your attention. You need to pull back your support. You need to pull back in all aspects and let these women sit in the very thing that they ask for, equality, in every measure of it. But most men will still save. Most men will do the cleanup. They give them attention, and they will reinforce the fact that she assumes she's okay, even if she's acting recklessly.
And that is a simp.
That's most of them.
Exactly. That's the problem.
I don't disagree that they want attention. I also think there are some women who have a high sex drive too. I don't think we got to miss this notion that women don't have high sex drive. That's a farce. You can catch any woman at any time, she's going to want it. If you know how to be a man in the essence of what a man is, you can make a woman want sex.
I'm not arguing that. I think that most men miss that sex for a woman starts in her mind and her emotions first.
I won't disagree with that.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is sex for us is the act. It's not about how she talks. It's not about the delivery of it. It's physical, not for women. For women, it is every aspect of how you are treating her, how you are making her feel prior to her even derobing, bro.
Correct. So I would agree with you on that, but I still, yeah, you go ahead.
Why do I give a shit what she wants?
It's not okay. So Trey, I get you, right. I'm not even disagreeing with you, right.
Absolutely not.
For the life that you chose, you shouldn't care about.
Damn, you a monster, Trey. You an animal.
But
no. I'm just saying, Ashton. I think
no. I got you, Trey. I got you.
Men care way too much about what women want instead of focusing on what you want.
No, Trey, I got you.
But that's something simple though, Trey. Like I get what Trey Table saying, but the thing about what Trey Table saying, like some women will just simply not say that this one little thing will make them calm. You get what I'm saying? Like they're one leg up or their hair pull, but they'll put it on the nigga like it's his fault. I get what you saying, Trey Table, but if you don't have that conversation with women, they'll put that on you. And I learned that about women. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, she's still gonna put that on the next nigga, and she's still gonna run out here and go get another body thinking that you the horrible person. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm with Trey.
Hey, and you know what? You know what it is, Ashton? That's them soul ties when you're in there stroking that pussy and she wishing you was Denzel from a month ago.
Yeah, but no, that's not even soul ties, BMU. That's what I'm saying. Like some women, they just won't tell you what they actually like. They want you to,
Ashton,
you to read their mind.
They know they like it, Ashton, if the dude before you didn't do it to them.
Wait, you said you bought it back?
You see what I'm saying? How they know they like it if the dude, if they like, say for instance, right now. If you put your girl legs around her head and you pump twice and get tired, but Daryl 6 months ago hit that ass like that for 34 minutes.
But that's what I'm saying, BMU. They want you to know that. And if you don't know that, they gonna say, "Oh, BMU didn't hit it right, so let me go find somebody else." When all you had to do was just pull her hair. You get what I'm saying? Like
Actually, you gotta ask Daryl what his quad and hamstring workout is, because if he's doing 30 minutes like that, good God.
But it ain't the 30 minutes, Trey. It ain't the 30 minutes. It's just that one
Trey,
simple
your ass
handful
stupid, boy.
of that blow in the ear that she looking for. And that one thing did set her off. I get where True Table and Trey coming from. I get where both, but that's where it clashed at. If y'all get where I'm trying to connect it to.
I think our society is as men, like I said before, the women are empowered because the men are weak. And I think far too often a lot of men are far too worried about what the woman wants instead of being a leader and leading from the front. Women conform and they follow. That's what they were made to do. Everything about them is to give us what we want. So I don't understand this idea of, well, what about her? What about her? She gonna either conform or she gonna get replaced. One or the other. That's how it works. I'm not sitting here asking a bunch of questions. Now, granted, I can take her counsel, her opinion. I can take it. Like I told my daughter's mom, you have a word, you just don't have the last word. It's just that simple. I don't understand why we do this, and why are we so worried about what other men think? I don't wake up in the morning and say, "Damn, I wonder what Dre Slade was thinking about me this morning, man." I don't care. I do what I want to do.
Well, I think that we're not giving enough credence because your boy Derek Jackson did a great job of touching more men's women without actually physically touching them, and it was because he was able to deliver to them what most men don't. Most men, in my opinion, do not speak to women in the nature that best suits them, and that's not simping. That's just understanding. I mean, listen to the music that was 50s, 60s, 70s. Them dudes were simps. It was way different.
Yeah.
They talk
Turn off the lights. Light a candle.
Bro, the whole 90s was nothing but simps.
No, there was a lot of simps in the 90s. Are you serious?
True Table, if you listen to the words, not even just the song, they be like, "Oh, I'll be right here when you get ready to come back." Like that's high simping.
They always begging.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. That is sex to most women, and we all that has happened is that they have a multitude of venues and ventures to go through to get the very attention they want. Women by nature do not choose to work harder for what they don't have to, which is why you hear them going to the OF. Why do I gotta go get me a degree when I can sit here, take pictures of my feet, and make more than a doctor or a lawyer? Right. This is what they're saying.
I'm doing my show. I had to just I took the phone off just for a second, but I gotta end it now. I gotta get Eli.
Trigger Mike, you gotta put yourself on mute.
All right, man. All right, Charles.
That got awkward.
Don't tell him how to run his show, Payne.
Hey, Trigger Mike. Put yourself on mute while you're ordering prostitution.
Yeah, man. We know everything. We got your social security number and everything, man.
Can I get the number 5?
My man ordered up a side. Hold up, he ordered up a side of box for the night.
Y'all wilding. I don't even know what y'all talk about. It sounds like y'all wilding. Let me get
we heard your conversation.
Your mic was you left your mic on and you was ordering ass, so we was trying to get you to mute your mic while you was ordering ass.
Me?
Yeah. Our Payne wrote down your whole debit card.
That was my mama. I hope I wasn't ordering ass.
He's like, what? He's like, what's the sweet and spicy?
All right. Michael Richardson, $5. Trigger Mike, tell the truth like Marcus told you about marriage. LOL. I will. One of these days, but today is Toxic Monday.
Y'all stupid, boy.
All right, Big Ant, $10. You tell them, Ashton, you got all the women on lock. Lil Debbie, Miss Fields, Aunt Jemima, Miss Butterworth.
Don't do it.
Damn.
Hey,
I don't know why they think fat niggas ain't got it like that. I don't know what's wrong with them. Shit.
Hey, don't even come back. Don't even come back. That one was a little. You got to do it another day. That was a little too potent. All right, Lauren Mack, $5. BMU, please time out Kinder from the chat.
Hey Lauren, what's up, baby girl?
I'm gonna get you that mod. Lapeef is off this week, enjoying some much needed rest and relaxation. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here for the day. Thank y'all for coming up. Salute to everybody that came up. We're gonna get out of here. My people.
All right, Trigger.
Toxic today, but spitting some facts. All right, y'all. Who we got in the YouTube verse? Thank y'all for coming through. When women lie, feminism dies. We made the case. We don't gotta fight it. It's gonna kill itself because people jump behind false causes, lose their credibility, then act like they never said the shit they said in the first place. It's ridiculous. But thank y'all so much for coming through to the Trigger Mike show today. It's Monday. Nobody's live right now. Because I'm actually just tired of streaming. I would have let it go, but I'm tired of streaming my damn self. And Lapeef's not even there to run the show. He is enjoying himself. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. Damn, nobody's live. Let me see who's live. Chaotic's not live. All right, my man Israel Mills is live right now. Y'all go to Israel, tell him Trigger Mike said what's up. Yeah, he's live right now. So go check out my man Israel Mills, ISREAL, Mills with a Z at the end. Go check out my man Israel Mills right now. Jump in his inbox, let him know Trigger Mike sent you, and we're sending some love his way. All right. I'm gonna send some love your way, bro. Jump in Israel Mills stream right now. Support your Black YouTubers. You know it takes a lot to do this. Not everybody can do it. Once again, I appreciate everybody for coming up. Shout out to the sponsor, Tish Hanley. 30% off along with a free gift. Get that uncomplicated skincare for men. We'll be back tomorrow with another banger. So y'all be good, man. Stay safe out there. I'm out for today.